I'm back in the basement and I have so much work we have to do today. Let me give you let's do a quick tour of the things I've done and what needs to be done. All right, the big job is I bought 4 giant shelves that I want to basically right here where I have these poor wooden shelves. I'm going to put the big shelves here so I can have all this up on shelves and make it a lot easier to deal with this part of the room because it's a giant mess and I want to clean it up. We have all these boxes to go through. I have the Mike Carbo collection and some stuff from last week or 2 weeks ago that we have to go through. And I cleaned up this area a lot. I sorted through a few boxes. I'm getting my way through the stuff that needs sorted. And I got rid of a bunch of the banker boxes. I just moved them somewhere else. And I just want to open this up. And I'm still working on trying to get this whole area here opened up. I want this whole middle here opened up so I can turn it into like a little whatnot studio so that I can, I want to be able to sort faster and sell every week or maybe a couple times a week for like an hour here or there. I need to get more money coming in because I had so much fun at the Queen's Comic Party this past weekend. And I want to be able to do that at least like once or twice a month. Okay, over here, I've been cleaning up, like this is all that I have left. I've been boxing up all the old bags and boards. I basically have a whole box right here of them. So hopefully by the end of the day, I can actually get rid of this shelf too. Once I get rid of this shelf, it's going to be easier for me to get in and out of this aisle so I can start working on cleaning this aisle up. And then this aisle it is what it is. I need to get the X-Men corner fully sorted again and then get a lot of this stuff. Like I think I just have random pile. Like this is a box of X-Men. That's X-Men. That's to be sorted X-Men. So I kind of need that up. Oh, and this is a box of stuff I have listed on eBay, but I think I'm going to bring it into the store and price it out. It's just all kind of like better stuff, more expensive Star Wars stuff, more expensive pops that I think if I bring them into the store, I can actually sell some of it. Yeah, I got 2 of these big shelves. I put them up on crates because there's a big storm that was blowing through over the weekend. And I didn't sometimes, if there's just too much water coming through, we get a little bit of a leakage. So I got everything off the floor just in case. That always makes me nervous. But let's, okay, I'm going to set up one of my tables right here. I'm going to remove everything that's on the shelf right here, which actually looks like a lot, but it's not a lot because it's like sideways and some of it's just empty boxes. I'm going to remove these and actually build the shelves. I think that is the main job I want to get done right now. All right, I got that one shelf installed. I do have to move everything a little bit over because I want to have these double shelves. But I love the shelf. I'm actually going to put an Amazon referral link for the shelf because it cost me $139 a shelf. And I think it's perfect. I basically can fit, I forget if it's 4 or 5 feet wide, but it fits 5 boxes. Each shelf has a slightly bit more space, so I can actually fit a little bit taller magazine boxes. I could fit, let's say if I want double stack on top, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves of 5. So that's 35 boxes. Was that 7,000 comics could fit on a shelf like this? This is my current favorite shelf. And if I fit 35 boxes, someone recommended drawer boxes to me that I've used in the past. 35 extra drawer boxes at an extra, I think they cost me an extra $5 for the drawer box. It cost me more to buy drawer boxes to have a kind of unstable wall of drawer boxes versus a shelf like this that's super stable. Although I do have it on wheels and it is kind of tall. So if you have young children, I probably would stabilize it. I like it though. I like it on wheels because it pushes it off the floor a little bit. So I'm less worried about, water problems. It's up maybe 3 inches higher than the older shelves I had that were short. It's also on wheels. So I can move these shelves around if I need to, if I want to reconfigure. I kind of want to get every shelf in here into one of these kind of shelves. I feel like this is just a way more efficient use of space than a shelf like that. They're deep enough that they fully hold the box whereas the older shelves that I used are slightly narrow, so the boxes hang over the edge, and it damages the edges of the boxes a little bit. So these hold the better shelves. And if you want to invest a little bit more, like I forget how, maybe it's like $10 to $20 a shelf, you can actually get this plastic that they put over the shelf if you want to kind of keep dust out. So that would be an extra $50 maybe to complete the shelf. But anyway, I'm really happy to have this. I'm only going to do the one for now in this spot, because I do the middle here, I got to kind of move, and I kind of want to double stack them so that I have one shelf kind of flush with that right there, and then a second shelf. I actually might replace that shelf with one of these eventually too, just because I feel like, again, I like, this is better. This just makes it, also it's easier, like versus drawer boxes. I can pull the shelf out. I actually really liked having this table right here. It was so easy for me just to pull and move over to here. Having the narrow table actually really helps for sorting and organizing, so I'm in love with those. And I can basically just take from this shelf, move to the small table to sort, or ideally I could put the small table right in front of the shelf and just pull it off and put it on the table, so it'll be really easy. And then I can also push boxes left and right very easily if I need to reorganize, whereas if I have drawer boxes, I would have to like reconfigure the whole shelf. So I'm trying to switch over to these. I do like the big industrial shelves I have, but I almost prefer these just because they're on wheels and it's going to let me reconfigure. You know, last year I put 2 of the shelves in here, and they're really nice. This side has the older shelves. I might upgrade that side eventually. But for now, I want to get every little area that has shelves that are rickety, don't really work, and I want to convert to these shelves. Yeah, much more efficient use of space. Okay, I just gotta get all this stuff onto this shelf, so I'm just not blocking it. I'll probably open up some more space on here so I can work more. I kind of need to get that pile of boxes dealt with. And then I have 3 more shelves. Only one shelf alone is already making me feel like I have more room. I do, like behind this shelf right here is an empty spot. Right there's empty. I gotta do something with those boxes. I do kind of want to move this shelf in front of that shelf, and just so I can double up boxes. So I might do that maybe next week's video, just because I'm sort of been working. I have like, this is a C pile, like Cloak and Dagger. I probably have so many duplicates of Cloak and Dagger. E pile, A pile. I've been, alphabetizing the Marvel a bunch. And then these shelves are just like, they're not as efficient. I guess I like the ones with the wheels because I can move stuff around if I have to when I need to, just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, and then I need to get rid of this. And then the next spot, I think I'm going to put 2 shelves. Like right now, I just have milk crates and a board. If I replace all this and I put 2 shelves up right here, that should consolidate, like push the aisle a little bit wider to make it a little bit easier to function. And that would also let me, all these boxes are like stacked up. It would let me, like if I have 2 shelves, I can have the long boxes on the 2 of them, and then the single boxes like in front of each other. But having the shelves right here will allow me to pull stuff in and out and work on it a lot more efficiently. Whereas right now I got to move everything around. I don't want to have to move stuff around anymore. I just ordered 40 short boxes, so I kind of want to just retire long boxes. Like the long box. Anywhere I have long boxes, just retire them. All right, let me go clean up that one shelf that I just put together. Let's get everything onto there. All right, some of these boxes need to be sorted, which all right, we'll look at those in a minute. Just see if there's any of these we can sort really quickly. I want to get all the image stuff on the higher shelves. Actually, wait. This stuff I want to go to, I'm going to put on the higher shelf. Actually, for now, I'm going to take banker box lids to put the image stacks that I was working on. So these are M image. No, this is a sorted image that needs sorting. Okay, this is image. Nope, that's sorted too. Okay, I thought those were actually, that I must have just been sticking image there as I was doing the general sort. Because, yeah, this is all mixed different letters. So I need to find a short box to actually put these in, and then I'll sort these. I want to get all the image sorted and just pull out the duplicates. That's a big part of my to-do list. This is T, V, T. Yeah, this is mixed too. Okay, these are all mixed. That's all stuff I need to sort alphabetically. This should be all... No, that's all mixed too. Okay, you know what that means? I could just throw in a whole bunch into this one box. Because I don't think... Yeah, that's all kinds of letters. Although that is a Mercandolfo. That goes into my Mercandolfo section. Walking Dead actually should cut. All right, I'm trying not to do too much sorting yet because I actually want to show you guys a bunch of the comics that I need to work on. Okay, the box is full now. Put that underneath here. Okay, this box was B, E, K, 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 D. All right, that's all image that needs to be alphabetized too. Okay. Kind of a catch-all for all the image I've been finding, so I can put more in this box. Okay, good. This is for the long boxes. That's kind of why I want to have double shelves, so I can put one long box on them. But for now, I just want to honestly retire the long boxes so I can get rid of them. I don't like long boxes at all, but for now, oh yeah, I can get rid of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave this long box at hip height so it's easier for me to move later on, so that I want to pull it out onto the table and actually start alphabetizing it. I might do that on my own down the road. Okay, all right, let's put that right here. A little awkward, but I'm gonna leave that like that for now. This is image C, image D, image A, image A, image D. So this is all also not sorted. Okay, I got a lot of unsorted image. Okay, sort on this later. That's a 2-sort pile. Okay, interesting. This is B, S, 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 S. So this might have been just all my S's and a couple other letters that I just put together. So that's mostly sorted, but I'm going to come back and fully sort it later. Let's see if I can fit this on that shelf. Turn that sideways. There we go. Okay, 2 long boxes and a short box of image that needs sorting. Not too bad. Okay, and then this was SS, all S, no, W, S and W. So just 2 letters of the alphabet, S and W. I need to retire these long boxes. Wow, there's like a handful of room in that box. This box needs to be retired just by itself because it's falling apart. And this is catch-all, S. I feel like I need to sort this a little bit just so I can fill it full. I mean, technically it is W. I could put the Walking Dead in there, but I have the Walking Dead separate. Yeah. Is that image? No, that's something else. That's not image. I'm not sure why I have that box. Okay, a little confused. Yeah, that's definitely a Y pile. I'm gonna put that on the top shelf. Just put it on the lid. That's the only thing is these don't have, if I don't put the plastic down, I don't like putting the comics directly on the wires because I don't want it to get little imprints on them. So that's maybe a negative of the shelf if you don't have, if you're just like stacking it on the shelf itself. But hopefully you have everything in boxes. And oh, this is just all random unsorted. Oh, this can all go into the same box. Okay, I was thinking it was just one letter, but it's actually different letters. Or maybe it's R and V. Nope, just some T. So it's sort of, maybe it was like N through Z stuff that was half sorted, but not fully sorted. Okay, put that there. means I'll put these two on that shelf. All right, so like maybe that's half a long box. So 3.5 long boxes and a short box of image that needs to be sorted. These might fit on top. This is a box of wizards that I've been kind of catch all. I'm just gonna put the sideways ones up there. Okay, I do have this one. I think this is a crate of magazines. Yeah, just like old fashion magazines and stuff. I do kind of like collecting fashion magazines. Okay, I moved all the stuff that was on the wooden shelves. So I actually opened up 2.5 shelves worth, but my only problem is the table now pushes out too far. So I actually got to get rid of that table or move that somewhere else a little bit more efficient. So I'm sort of like, I'm just a little overwhelmed in the sense that I have to move everything in the middle to make room for a second shelf right there, which I want to do maybe like a different day. I don't think I want to do that today because that just seems overwhelming. I just mostly wanted to get at least one shelf done. So I think I'm going to move all this onto that shelf space, get rid of this table for now. I mean, not get rid of it, just fold it up so it's not in the way, and then clear out the space. These are more, oh, just different letters, okay. Okay, I'm very happy with that. That table is folded up now, so there's more of a aisle path here. It's not as crowded. If I need to work on it, I can fold it out. I can fold that up when I'm done, put those away, and just opens up the space. The top shelf can be cleaned up a little bit. This shelf right here, where I usually use my tools and supplies, this is all stuff that I need to put in the store for sale. So I actually can get rid of those and just clean that shelf up. And that's stuff I have to price that's on consignment. So I could maybe make that a cleaner, more tool-oriented shelf. I still have like random empty bins and stuff I got to deal with back there. But I feel like this space is going to open up a little bit, going to feel a little bit easier to use. And there's still room for 1 box, 2, 3, 4 boxes, maybe 5 boxes of comics. The only thing I didn't have space for was over here. I had one big box of stuff that's on consignment. That I just have to find a better spot for. I just put it there for now, keep it off the floor, but I can find a better spot. But as you can see, this whole area is starting to open up. I get the second shelf there, and then I should be able to move a lot of this stuff onto the second shelf and then start working my way to the back and, you know, clear out the middle here. Okay, we've done a lot of organizing and cleaning today. I think that's it for the cleaning part. Let's go look through some actual comics and have some fun. Okay, I want to go through my stuff. I kind of want to talk about how I buy a little bit and just my thinking. Just, you know, you can let me know if you think I'm crazy or if it makes sense. So basically, I bought a long box. I think there's a little, actually, let's move it down. Okay, I took the lids off. So basically, I bought this box. That's, it's not full, so it's probably 120 or so items and comics. This long box, which isn't fully full, so that's like 200 something. So we're at like 320, 330. 2 boxes here, that's probably 80 to 100. So 400, 480, and that's probably 100 something. So 5, so about, let's say 600 items here. Maybe 5, but 600 items. I paid $2,700 for everything. But I showed you last week that I sold, or I pulled out stuff to sell that was equal to about $800 to $900. So I paid about $1,800 for what's left. You know, I like to buy collections and things where some pay for the things I keep. So basically, I paid $1,800 for the items here. What did I say? 600 items. So about $3 an item, $3.50 an item. So now you have to think, it's not like these. I paid $25 each. I think they're really cool. They're like paper dolls for you know, Captain Marvel and Mary Marvel and Marvel Jr. I bought 2 of them. I expect to sell one for probably about $75. So one pays for the other plus more, you know. And then there's this really cool giant pulp that he had marked at 100. I don't know what I paid on it, 30 or 40 maybe. But again, when I think of it, I don't think of what I pay individually. I think of the group as a whole and what I paid. So in my mind, I only paid $3 each. So if I sell one of these for 75, that's, 25 items paid for basically. So keep that in mind. I paid about $3 an item. Now in actuality, this pile here, I paid 50 cents. The magazines, I think I paid $600-700 for all of them. So that's like $5 or $6 each. There's some stuff in here I paid 20 or 30. Some stuff was just like whatever was in the box for a couple hundred. So keep it in mind, 600 items we're going to go through. In all actuality, once the other stuff I pulled out to sell, I paid $3 an item for what's left. Maybe a little bit more, $3.50 an item. Okay, let's start going through this and we'll see if that was a deal. Okay, we'll start with this box in the front here because there's some fun sci-fi stuff. This is the kind of stuff I really love collecting. So, $3 each on these feels like a really good price, even though they're kind of lowest grade. If I were to sell them, I think probably $3 to $5 on them just because they're lowest grade. Still really cool books, and I'm happy to have them because I needed most of these. Horror stuff, this is getting hard to get, even in lower grade. House of Secrets, not sure the number, but that cover's awesome. Is it 74? Love that. So $3, again, feels like a steal on this stuff, even though it's kind of lower grade. 10-cent House of Mystery, although it's damaged, it's got paint all over it. Still feels like a really, really good price on that. Evel Knievel, kind of lower grade, $3, still good price. House of Secrets, 10-cent House of Secrets, that's awesome. Whitman Batman, I do need to get clean bags and boards on all these. They're kind of dirty. Really cool tour book. So some Golden Age stuff. Joe Kubert cover, that's awesome. Lower grade, but really, really neat. I think something like this, these are probably like $20, $30 books. Maybe more, I'm not sure. Cool dinosaur cover. Jonah Hex 65. Wasn't sure if I needed that one, but I kind of grab Jonah Hex when I see them. Forbidden Worlds number 129. That is a cool cover. Really like that. I want to complete that series or work more on it. Another Forbidden Worlds number 104. That's awesome. Unknown Worlds number 42. That is awesome. Now this book's cool, sort of sad at the same time, but it was on my high want list. It's a Hawkman number 1. I don't have a Hawkman number 1. It's decent condition. I think it's complete. I think I looked at it and I thought the centerfold looked like the proper centerfold. I forget. I didn't count the pages though. That looks like a centerfold to me. Could be wrong, but the only problem is there's marker on it. Now I don't know if that's something that could be removed with a little bit of work, but it might get into restored. I don't know. Either way, it's like a really nice looking copy other than the marker. So I'm for the price I paid, $3 a book, it feels like a steal, honestly. Okay, something like this, $3 might be high, but I've been selling Punisher kind of left and right. Or I sold out of Punisher like over 200 books in the last month. So I can get like $2 or $3 out of that and get my money back, basically. Flash doesn't sell as well, but it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty sure I can get my $3 back. Hulk, same thing. Pretty sure I can get my $3 back. Marvel Comics Presents number 1. I think is that a $10 book? I'm not sure. But so again, this stuff, usually when I buy from Mike, I try to get him to throw in handfuls of stuff like this to kind of give me a little bit more value. So it brings down the overall price I pay per item. That's how I think. I think of per item. Now, this I thought was amazing. Number 1, you see all the time. Number 2, I've never seen. So, it's in really nice shape. It has a dust shadow. So it's not like mint, but it might be like a 7.0 condition maybe. So I think directly he might have charged me $20, but if you average it out to $3, that's a steal. Love the cover too. I think that's Wally Wood artwork. That might be Wally Wood. I'm not sure. Very beautiful. Okay, then we got this Wally Wood Wits End, number 10. Interiors are beautiful. So that I might directly paid $10, but if you average everything out, I paid $3. Amazing. We got a Charlton Bullseye number 1, this bigger black and white issue. I thought that was really, really cool. So I grabbed that. We got Creepy number 1 in decent shape, probably like a 7.0 copy. I think technically I paid, maybe that corner's missing, so maybe a little bit lower. I paid $50 for it, but I feel like it's probably worth more than that. Absolutely love the cover, and I bought 2 of them. $50 each. So I paid $100, but if you average it out, like I said, I technically only paid $3 a piece on those. So that's kind of how my brain thinks, right? I'm okay buying some expensive stuff, get some cheaper stuff to kind of help pay for it. And I'll probably end up selling one of these for like, I don't know, $75, $100, something like that. Okay, and then we had some magazines, which technically I paid like $5 or $6 a piece. But again, I averaged it out. Like this Epic Illustrated, I probably would break even. I don't think I could get more than $5 for it. And I'm not sure. I might have it. That's the thing is like, I do have to think that some of these I might have to sell. Monster World #1 though, that one's really cool. That one's probably got some value, $40-$50 maybe. I'm just guessing. You can look it up. You can let me know. ElfQuest #1, but like a third print. I know first print's $1. I was trying to tell Mike, he's like, I'm not sure. He thought it might be a first print because it doesn't say anything on the inside. But I was trying to tell him that, well, you can see like the price has been typed over. So it's been updated. But I was trying to tell him that the 150 is like third print. Still awesome. I love ElfQuest. And these I think I have. I just have to find mine to see if there are condition upgrades. #3. So $3 a piece actually feels like a really good price on these. #2. Pretty sure these would get me like $10 a piece maybe. Although I might end up keeping a lot because as you can see, that's $1.25, that's $1.50. So 2 different printings. And I do keep all the printings when I find them. ElfQuest 4. So that's really cool. This is really, really, really neat. Frankenstein Magazine #10 with the Green Hornet cover. Really cool back cover. I thought that was really, really neat. $3 is a steal on that. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu #8. Absolutely love the covers on this series. Super awesome 70s Kung Fu comics. Horror Monsters #6. That's a beautiful painted, Universal Monster cover. Weird, not sure the number, but awesome cover. Absolutely love this horror stuff. Creepy. I'm guessing, 82. I was going to say early 80s. Really cool cover. I love the sci-fi stuff. Not super valuable, but I love it. And then there's a bunch of Vampirellas which have a higher price. Vampy 56. These might be, if the condition's high up, $20 or $30 for some of them. So $3 a piece feels great. Vampirella 85. That's an awesome painted cover. Sci-Fi cover. Creepy 81. That's an awesome cover. Vampirella #17. A nice lower number. It's got a little bit of wear. That corner's chipped, but it's not terrible condition. So I thought that was pretty cool. Creepy 79. Creepy 32. That's awesome for Zeta cover. Absolutely love that. Creepy 65. Another beautiful cover. Do like the Creepies a lot. Creepy 21. Awesome cover. Vampirella 84. I'm pretty sure I didn't have these in the 80s, so I'm actually really happy to see those. Creepy 13. A little bit of a earlier one. Like that. Creepy 121. Cool robot cover. Creepy 75. Creepy 78. So as you can see, a lot of these, $5 to $10 books. And then there's a couple or a handful of more expensive ones. Eerie 20. That's awesome. So overall, I'm really happy with these. I like buying boxes of horror magazines from Mike. He said they're getting a little bit higher. He would actually pay $5 a piece at this point, whereas he was selling them to me for $5 a piece like a year ago. But I was able to get them down to like 6 something each. Or maybe it was like almost 7, but then I got them to throw the handful in the front to kind of bring the value down, basically. Eerie 55, that's an awesome cover, too. Love these sci-fi covers. They're some of my favorite. Creepy 95, that's awesome. More Vampirella. Vampirella 22. The more low number of Vampirellas I can get in a collection, the happier I am, because these are a little bit harder to get, a little bit more expensive. Vampirella 16. And so far, condition is not terrible on these. Vampirella 40. Mike does seem to be able to get these often, so he must know people that just have a bunch. Vampirella 39. I know back in the 80s, there was like, when Warren closed down, there was just a ton of these that were just thrown out, and people were just grabbing them by the box. So they're around in New York City. They're kind of easy to find. Vampirella 34. But around the world, around the country, I know there's a reason why they're selling for like $20 a piece or more. 25, that's awesome. Number 26. And I have to compare these to the ones I bought like a month or two ago just to see if there's duplicates and the ones I already had. And hopefully I could pull out like 10 of them to sell. If I could pull out 10 and get $200, I'd be happy. 23, awesome. Number 30, number 73, these are awesome. Number 28, so I guess there's color comics inside now, that's cool. Number 98, oh, a couple of copies of that so that I can pull out one really quickly. Actually, I can put those to the side so I can pull those out later. Vampirella 48, number 42, number 32. Let's see how much of this is in color. I guess it's just a little, just in the middle, there's a little color section. These are really, really cool, though. Okay, awesome. Vampirella 29. Oh, another 28. Okay, so there are some duplications, and when there is duplication like this, it just makes my job a little bit easier because it means there will be stuff I can pull out right away, and I'm not as rushing to pull stuff out. A lot of times this stuff will take me a year or two before I actually get to it. Monsters of Filmland 65. That's cool. I do want to put a full set of those together as well. 61. Famous Monsters of Filmland Special. That is awesome. Oh, another Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 14. Awesome Bruce Lee cover. Absolutely love that one. That one probably has a little bit of value. Monsters World number 10. And Marvel's Bizarre Adventure number 33. Okay, that box is amazing. And as you can see, just like a lot of good value in here. So even $6, $7 a piece, great. If you average the price down because I bought some cheaper stuff, $3 a piece is a steal. So it's really, I think more of that, like averaging it down and getting other things that I can sell off to help pay for everything, basically. That's kind of when I'm buying stuff like this, that's kind of how my brain is working. Okay, these magazines in the front here. Or even if I'm buying stuff to keep, it still means I'm bringing the price down for the keepers. Okay, so this is all stuff I said, would he take 50 cents a piece? Or no, I asked him how much he would take for the just kind of the cheaper stuff. And he said I could pull out what I wanted for 50 cents a piece. So this is how I brought the price down. I grabbed all the Power Man. I don't need them. I'm pretty sure I have all these unless I needed a couple of the newsstands. But my thought was, I'm out or very low on Power Man in the shop, and I'm pretty sure I can get $2 or $3 a piece out of these. So the idea was that I would just restock the shop with a nice little Power Man selection, maybe upgrade a few copies. X Factor 2, I'm pretty sure I can get like $3 or $4 out of that. Power Man 96. And that's the thing, like I will put stuff out like this and it will sell, and maybe after a year I restock it. So it's not going to be a quick sale, but I know within a year I'll probably have most of these sold. 82. It's a White Tiger issue, I think, or Secrets of the Black Tiger. 83, 85. I also feel like, I also grabbed these because Power Man was at the end of Daredevil, so I feel like there's more interest, or they'll be more sellable in the coming months. As I said, Punisher, I sold out of, so I'm going to grab as much Punisher as I can get. There's a while there I couldn't sell it, but since I'm sold out, I'm going to grab as much as I can. It's so weird to be, you see how many duplicates I pull out of places or out of my collection, so I end up with so much extra stuff that when I actually sell out of a character, it kind of blows me away. Oh, this is a whole set of Double Dragon. I do like the video game related stuff, so I thought this was neat, and I wasn't sure how many of these I needed. Pretty high grade. Number 3 and number 6. 6, 5, and 4. Yeah, so I think that might be a full set. Low number X Factors, again, I think $3 or $4 out of those. Number 4. More Power Man, again, $2 or $3. Captain America Deathlock. I wasn't sure if I had that one. Really awesome cover. So I was like, you know what? $1, why not? Even though it's Power Pack, it's got the Punisher. I was like, I'm going to grab anything Punisher. X Factor with the 25 or 25th anniversary border. I think that's a $5 or $10 book. Very in-demand book. First cameo of Apocalypse. I was like, Mike, you sure I could, even this one for 50 cents? He's like, yeah, throw it in. Go ahead. That's a $5, $10 book. The Spider-Man, McFarlane stuff always sells for me. So those are easy $3 or $4. A couple modern books I grabbed I didn't have. Let's see. Monsters Unleashed number 1. Awesome cover. The Prowler number 2. Thought that was fun. Civil War 2 number 7. A really nice Steranko cover. Spider-Man Clone Conspiracy number 4. Beautiful cover. Amazing Spider-Man 23, nice painted cover. Is that Alex Ross maybe? Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, number 2. I might have that one already, but I thought it was an awesome Spidey cover. Punisher Wolverine, I figured that's a pretty good steal for 50 cents. A Happy Days comic, which is cool. You know, us kids that grew up in the 70s and 80s, we love Happy Days. And a Justice League of America, which I guess I grabbed that by mistake. 50 cents is still not bad for that. So as you can see, it's like not super valuable stuff. A couple, maybe $5 to $10 hits. But stuff that I knew I could sell in my shop. So it's, I figured this little stack right here kind of helps pay for the other stuff. Just a year from now, I'll be broken even basically on this kind of stuff. Punisher, more Power Man. Figure I'll make a whole Power Man section. Malibu X Mutants 1. I'm not sure why I grabbed that. Kind of a cool cover. Hulk, I'm kind of low on Hulk. These Ghost Riders, I just love the cover. It's $1. It takes a while to sell, but I'll get $3 out of that. Cool Black Panther, Frank Cho cover. Dazzler 42, absolutely love that one. Love Dazzler. Paul Chadwick, X Factor 4, X Factor 2. Again, these are pretty solid, like $3 to $4 books for me. New Teen Titans 1, I feel like there's a demand for Titans lately. Punisher 7, probably get like 5 out of that. Power Man 95. So yeah, I'm gonna have a whole Power Man section. I do want to sort these into my collection though. With Moon Knight, that might be a $5 one. I want to sort these in just to see if I need any of the new standard directs or if it's a condition upgrade. 94, 93. Spectacular Spider-Man with the Punisher. These are actually kind of nice issues, maybe $5 issues. Punisher 18. So a bunch of those, but I'm okay with duplicates because it's, you know, I'm sold out. Luke Cage 44, nicer. Bronze Age 1. Uncanny X-Men Annual 15. Punisher War Journal number 2. That's probably like a $5 issue. Oh, I do really love these modern Zatanna variants. I need to get all of them. That one's gorgeous. 50 cents, I was happy to get that. Or even $3. If you consider $3 per average, I'm happy to get it. Jurassic Park, $3 feels like a steal. 50 cents, even more. X Factor 7, probably get like $3 out of that. Power Man 59. The Now Green Hornets, I really love these. These are good for 50 cents. So I'm just happy to get them. Fathom book, which I didn't think I needed. It needs a little cleaning. It looks like a little rubbing alcohol will take the sticker residue off. Witchblade Darkness 3, that's cool. Like Witchblade stuff. So I was grabbing a few things that I thought I needed. Rising Stars collected book, that's cool. J. Michael Straczynski, I really like his stuff. Magdalene trade paperback, I thought that was kind of neat. This is one that I almost bought from Kyle. I didn't realize I had bought it for 50 cents. Or I think Kyle had 6 on it. So he probably would have given me to 4 or 5. So even $3 would have been a good price on that one. I guess there's a reason why I didn't grab it. The Harbinger Zero pack with the trade paperback. I don't know if that's worth anything anymore, but 50 cents felt like a steal. Deadpool. I'm going to grab Deadpool all day long for 50 cents. Because those I can sell for 3. One of a kind variant. Okay. So this was I didn't even realize that's a sketch variant. That is really neat, actually. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just like, I don't recognize that cover. So that's 50 cents or $3 is amazing. Dark Shadows, Dynamite book, collected book. That was neat. G.I. Joe 27 has a big spine roll, but other than that, it's not too bad. You could probably get like $5 out of that. That's a great issue. ROM 30, I'm actually low on ROM, so I'll grab some ROM. Silver Star, I might have that already. The Shield, I might have that one as well. For 50 cents, I was grabbing stuff just in case. Maybe I needed it. Sandman 50, that feels like a decent book for, 50 cents. Sandman 9, I think these have a little bit of value. Sabretooth number 3, pretty sure that has some value to it. And then I grabbed a bunch of Marvel Age because I wasn't sure what I needed, and at 50 cents, I'll just grab them. I figure if I have them already, I could probably get $2 out of most of these. 80, 84, 83, 86. Those are cool. The Gru one, I love that one. I'm pretty sure I have that. I probably have multiples of that. Maybe I'll keep another one. These, I don't know if you can tell if there's new standard or not on those. Marvel Age 88 with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel Age 3. It's cool. Marvel Age 63, Marvel Age 75. So you can see just like a whole set of these. Number 9, number 11. I think the keys were picked out, but that's okay. Basically, I was paying 50 cents or technically $3 or maybe overpaid, but not the end of the world in the long run. 77. Fantastic Four 271. That one I'm pretty sure I can get $2 or $3 out of these. 290. I do kind of need to restock that box. Annual 18. 269. Marvel Age 109. These higher numbers are a little bit harder to get. I thought that was really cool. True Believers, Carnage, Mind Bomb number 1. That's neat. Clone Conspiracy number 3. Beautiful cover. Marvel Age 4. Marvel Age 5. Wolverine 52. These sell pretty well for me. Fantastic Four Index number 6. Avengers, like a free giveaway. Not sure on that one. Fantastic Four 270. You guys can let me know if I'm missing any keys on these. I'm not 100% sure. Cool Walter Simonson cover. A couple of those. So I can pull them out. Probably get like $2 or $3. 84, a couple of those. That's a color variant. Yeah, one is like red. One is blue on the back. One's deep red. So I might check that. See if it's a color variant I need. Marvel Age 65. A couple of those. Cool Man-Thing cover. Marvel Age Annual 4. Awesome. Is that Arthur Adams cover? That's an awesome cover. Love that. Marvel Age Annual 2. Marvel Age 6. Another Marvel Age 80. All right, I grabbed a lot of duplicates, but sometimes when I'm grabbing cheap, I just grab. Marvel Tales 242 with a really nice Nightcrawler cover. That is really nice, actually. Kissy Fur number 1. I thought that one probably has a little bit of value. Just like a nostalgia cartoon comic. And I grabbed a couple of those. I like grabbing that kind of stuff for the shop. Rocket Raccoon Loot Crate variant. Eternals number 1 variant. Moon Knight number 1. Might have a little bit of value, not sure. Marvel Age 7. Marvel Age 11. Marvel Age 20. Marvel Age 21. Marvel Age 48. Marvel Age 55. I remember picking this one up when it was new. Howard the Duck cover. I really liked the movie. I was 10 years old when it came out. I was like the perfect age for that movie. Marvel Age 108. The higher numbers I don't see as often, so those are kind of neat. So I was thinking I might need a couple of the higher ones. Number 100. I have to get the collection sorted to figure out what I need. 99. And some of these might be like newsstands and direct and whatnot. Another really awesome Sergio Aragon Screw one. Love that one. Oh, a couple of those. Those are awesome. Number 95. Number 94. Number 91 with Thanos. That one might have a little bit of value. Number 89 with the New Warriors. And number 88. So as you can see, that's my cheapo pile. I buy piles like that. A, I just want stuff that I don't own for cheap. And B, there'll be a handful in there that'll help kind of pay for either this stuff that I keep or other items. Okay, let's get to the next box. Okay, I showed you these already, but we got Fantastic Adventures, just a really awesome robot cover. That's awesome. I don't buy these to read. I just don't like the way they feel. Volume 2, number 1, that's cool. So yeah, that probably has a bit of value. It's marked 100. I don't know if it's worth 100, but I was happy to pick that up. 2 of the Marvel family paper dolls. So I will be selling one to kind of pay for a couple other things. Let's go through that box. Okay, we got Go-Go Animal with the Beatles. No, the Monkeys? That might be the Monkeys. It has some water stains, sadly, but that's still pretty neat. Our Army at War 77. I love the old school, early silver, late. It's not golden age, I don't think. I think it's like, atomic age / early silver age, but it's amazing. And not bad shape. $3 is a steal on that. Again, I probably paid like $20. Airboy Comics, not sure the number, but I want to collect all the Airboy Comics. Love the cover. It's a bondage cover. Really cool war book. Again, I probably paid 20 or 30, but technically $3. First Love 77. The bags are dirty, but the comic I think is in decent shape. I love, the Harvey romance books. I'm kind of working on that, so I'm happy to pick that up. Again, probably paid 20 or 30, which is already a good price, but if you average it out, $3 a piece, a steal. Let's see. Walt Disney Comic Stories, number 19, a nice early issue. That's probably like $100 plus book. Really happy you picked that up. Walt Disney's Vacation Parade, nice thick Disney book. Absolutely love these. Not in the best shape, but still happy to get it. Price was right. Archie 126 in pretty decent, like 6.0 grade maybe. There's a little bit of stainage on that corner, but the rest of the book looks nice. Happy to get that. Wyatt Earp, number 20. Really, really awesome cover. It's got some water stains. It's lower grade, but it presents pretty well. Has one chip out. Oh, wait, it's not even a chip. It just full. Yeah. So, yeah, presents really well, actually. I need to get that bagged and boarded. The Phantom number 44, I thought that was really cool. 10-cent Phantom book. It's actually Harvey Hits number 44. That was really cool. These are a little bit harder to find, so I was thrilled to get that. Archie 34, nice low number Archie. Yeah, not in the best shape, but I'm thrilled to get that. I love these low number Archies. Archie 32, so another nice low number Archie Alpha Hagley cover. A couple of those. Again, not the best shape, but not terrible. Like, it presents pretty well. Showcase presents 29, third appearance of the Sea Devils. Pretty decent grade on that. Someone had it priced at 200. I don't know exactly what I paid. Maybe 100, maybe 50. Overall, though, if you average out $3, $3.50, yeah. Looney Tunes comics, I don't know the number. They're never on the covers, but the condition looks pretty decent. Maybe like a 4.0 copy. Thrilled to see that. Love the old school Bugs Bunny stuff. Walt Disney's Comic Stories, number 198. Not terrible condition, like a 5.0, 6.0. Thrilled to get that. No major creases or anything. Needs a bag. Little Audrey, number 20. A little bit like stained, but not too bad. Pretty awesome. Walt Disney's Donald Duck. I don't see the number on the cover, but it's a solo series that looks awesome. And then this Looney Tunes looks gorgeous. I love the blue on that one. Awesome. And then another Donald Duck. These are all pretty nice mid-grade copies. Another nice Looney Tunes book. I'm probably up to 6 or 7 short boxes of Dell. I know people always ask for Dell, so one day I might just do a whole Dell tour for you guys. Walt Disney's Donald Duck, number 36. That's awesome. A couple of loose bags here. Walt Disney Donald Duck Merry Christmas, number 53. One of these, or a Dell Giant 53. Pretty decent shape. Actually, really happy to get that. I love buying old Disney books from Mike because he always sells them to me for a fair price. Again, I don't know the exact price I paid for these directly, but they might have been like $5 each. But if you average everything down, it was like $3.50. That's not what he sold them for me. I bought other stuff to kind of pay for it. This one is damaged, but I don't think he charged me a lot. Might have been just like a throw-in that helps bring the price down. So yeah, the cover's detached. This is fine. It's a reprint. It's a black and white reprint from the 70s. I do kind of like these, though, because it's just a fun way to get the cover art for cheap. So that's really cool. Same thing with this. Dollman number 5, I guess. Again, it's just a 1970s reprint, but I like collecting these when I can get them for super cheap. Pep number 1. Again, the real thing will cost me tens of thousands of dollars for a beat-up one. This one, I get the artwork for a couple bucks. Happy with that. Let's see. Amazing Spider-Man, number 95. That's one of those... no, it's not a non-code one. It's right around there, though. I think the non-code ones are right after that, maybe. Not in the best shape, but I bet I could get like $5 to $10 out of that if I have it already. I think I have that one. I have to double check. Donald Duck 45. Thrilled to pick up more 10-cent Disney stuff. Walter Lance's Woody Woodpecker's Christmas Parade, number 4. Dell Giant Series, number 40. Absolutely love these giant ones. So many pages of comics. Awesome. Not in the best shape, but not the worst. Oh, this, I told my comic story. I think back in the early 80s, I have a memory of this in our house. I think my grandma gave this to my brother at some point. And we just had it on the desk and it probably got destroyed and thrown out at some point. I wish I had it. Original one in like mid-grade or whatever grade it was is probably like a couple $1,000 now. But for now, for a couple bucks, I'm picking up the reprint. I'm thrilled to have it. Ponytail, super cute. Like comedy romance, I guess. I like the way it looks. Happy to get that in pretty decent shape too. Magnus Robot Fighter. I need to figure out what I need. I think I have most of those. Classic Comics, Gulliver Travel, number 16. I think that's an earlier print. Very awesome. Let's see. Walt Disney's Donald Duck and Mickey in Disneyland, number 1. Back cover is missing. That's okay, though. I got it cheap. The Life of Riley or Del 4 Color 917. So to add that to my Del 4 Color runs. Uncle Scrooge or Del 4 Color 456. Really bad shape, but still probably worth a bit. Mid-grade, this is kind of an expensive book worth hundreds. Lois Lane 32. That's awesome. The spine is kind of janky, but the main... Well, there's a couple of bits of creasing, but not terrible. Kid Call Outlaw 199. I would like to work on that set, too, a little bit. Krug presents The Adventures of Peter Wheat. Little, like, free promo comic. I guess for Peter Wheatbread. That is really, really neat, though. I like that. I like stuff like that. Sergeant Fury 58. Is that corner torn or bent? I think that corner is actually just bent, not torn. I like when there's a book that you think is torn and you realize that it's just a bent corner, and then you actually could salvage it and make it look way better, and it's a much better grade than you thought. Oh, and it's glossy too. Wow. I'm going to pull that out. I feel like it does have some creasing, but there's gloss on it. It's a nice looking copy. 5.0 grade, 4.0. And if this is, yeah, that just folded over like that. Yeah, I think that's like a 4.0, 5.0 copy. Awesome. Okay, and then we have Sergeant Fury 19, kind of lower grade. I think I had that one already, but, I can get $2 or $3 out of that. Some cool early Conans, Barry Windsor Smith, number 21. I think I have that one, so I should be able to get, $3 out of that maybe. I just have to compare them to the ones I have already. I don't think they're conditioned, though. They're like 4.0 copies. Power Man 18, Power Man 13. Again, I bought those just because I'm pretty sure I can sell them right now. Pretty sure I have them already. Tales of Astonish 69. I do need to look at the 60s Marvel stuff and see what I need. I feel like I'm passing up stuff I need sometimes. Strange Adventures 202. Awesome cover. I love that. Donald Duck 36. That is awesome. There might be some duplications in the Disney stuff from what I have already, but again, when it comes to old Disney, if the price is right, I just grab it all because I know I can sell it because it sells pretty well. And if I don't have it, I'm thrilled to get it, or if it's a condition upgrade, I'm thrilled to have it. Number 211. Walt Disney Comic Stories 152, a little bit lower number. 194. Those are awesome. The Rifleman. That was cool. Not the the one issue everyone wants, but still cool. Let's see. Scamp. Don't know the number, but that's cool. I don't really want to open them all up, try to figure out right now, but it usually says on the first page. Walt Disney Comic and Stories 221. Sea Hunt. These are cool. I love old comics. Red Rider Comics. I feel like I want to collect a lot more Westerns. Just some of them, like this cover looks beautiful. Like, just in my mind, I used to think, Westerns, I have no interest. Although I love Clint Eastwood movies, so I do have some interest. And now I see these and I think, you know what? This is kind of neat. So I have a higher interest in Western comics. Just really nice drawn covers, not photo covers, basically. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 203. That's awesome. Really happy to see so much Disney stuff in here. 218. I bought a lot of Disney from Mike over the years, so it always makes me happy to see these. 219. And most of these, the grades aren't too bad. They're like nice mid-grades. Let's see. Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies. Don't know the number, but that's awesome. Absolutely love that. That cover's a little bit damaged, but that's okay. Comic album featuring Bugs Bunny. That's awesome. Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse. Also awesome. Another Mickey Mouse issue. Love those. Lots of Mickey Mouse. What numbers are these? Are they 61? So kind of higher, late 50s issues. Tom and Jerry, Three Musketeer issue. That was awesome. Love that. Marvel Tales number 8. Pretty sure I have a copy of that. Cool issue, though. This is neat. Adventure Comics, a nice Superboy cover. Not in the best shape, but Something in this condition probably would normally cost me like 40 bucks. And I do really love the covers, and the interior art is beautiful. It looks like this centerfold might be detached. It might be incomplete. I don't know. I didn't really look at it carefully. 2, 3. Okay, the numbers don't skip, so that's probably complete. I'd have to count pages, but yeah, I'm really happy with that. $3 or whatever I paid for it. Amazing. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 258. Once you get into the 200s, the covers aren't as exciting for me. 202. I like the ones from the 40s the most. Bugs Bunny issue. That's cool. Nice Tarzan cover. That one I'm pretty sure I have already. People keep selling me Tarzan. Something I get. Tom and Jerry comic. That's awesome. Del 4-color 712. Little bit dirty and covered with pen, but that's okay. Tonto issue, fun painted cover. Not brand Eck number 2. Pretty sure I have that one already. Should be able to get, I mean, it's got a little marker on it, but I should be able to get like $5 out of that. Journey in the Mystery 125. Really, really low grade on that one. Missing back cover. It feels light, so I might be missing a page or 2. That's okay, though. A lot of this stuff, it's more like I'm getting the deal on the whole box and not anything specific. Roy Rogers and Trigger. Interior's kind of cool. Ads for weapons for your children. But yeah, that photo covers aren't as exciting for me, although condition is nice, so it is kind of nice to see an old comic like that in pretty high green. Wings of the Eagles, or Del 4-color 790. That's cool. John Wayne cover. Left-handed gun or Del 4-color 913. I love getting the Del 4 colors in lots like this so I can just work on my run. Like I'm putting a run together, but I want to do it as cheap as possible. Try to get like mid-grades for $1, basically. Lois Lane 82, a little bit lower grade, but still awesome. Buffalo Bill Jr. or Del 4-color 828. That's awesome. I think I needed that one. Del 4-color 907. A little bit lower grade, but still happy to have it. Gene Autry and Champion. That's a cool painted cover. More ads for guns for your children. That's crazy times. Let's see. Del 4-color 433. That's a really cool cover. Roy Rogers and Trigger. Okay, more Westerns. Del 4-color 824. Pretty sure I have that one as well. I might have a few of these. Like that one looks very familiar. A Shaggy Dog. Del 4-color 985. That's cool. Roy Rogers and Trigger. So it looks like I'm getting a nice little chunk of that run. Might be a really, one of those runs that there's 200 issues, though. I don't know. Merrill's Marauders. Nice movie-based war comic. Another Tom and Jerry book. That is cool. Love Tom and Jerry stuff. Action Comics 410. That's a cool issue. In pretty decent shape. Not too bad. Lash LaRue Western. Nice Charlton book. Not too bad either. Pretty awesome. Little Archie, number 44. That's cool. Little Archie or Archie. No, I guess it's Little Archie 41, or is it Archie Giant 41? Not 100% sure. Cool cover, though. Love it. I love the Super Duck number 91 in pretty decent shape. The price I paid feels like a steal on that. Reggie 17 in pretty decent shape. Nice Silver Age Archies. Little Archie 50. Little Archie 32. Really awesome dinosaur cover. I bet that one's got a little bit of value just because it's a cool cover. Captain Atom 83. Modern comic, reprints. Charlton. Strange 242. Absolutely love that cover. That's a classic cover. Beetle Bailey, number 17, I believe. That's cool. Dennis the Menace, number 22. Like, I don't go out of the way to get Dennis the Menace, but I'll grab them for $1. Wild Bill Hickok, number 5. Really like the cover on that one. I think that issue's worth a bit. I think he actually tried to sell me this issue for $100 at some point. But getting it now for $3, or maybe, I don't know, he directly charged me, feels a lot better. Zane Grey's King of the Royal Mounted. That's cool. I like that. Zane Grey's Nevada. That's a really cool painted cover. Or Del 4-color 412. Really love that one. That one is cool. The Last Man or Del 4-color 616. That is neat as well. Teen Confessions. A nice Charlton romance book. Really happy to pick that up. He had a whole box of romance, but a lot of them were kind of damaged. So I kind of just picked through and let him, charge me $10 each or whatever he did charge me. Teen Confessions, another Charlton romance. I need to rebag all of these. And then 3 Dimension Comics, not sure the number. It's missing the glasses, but it's still really cool. Mighty Mouse issue. And then a Police Comics, number 87. It's low grade, but it's still really awesome. Love Police Comics. Okay, that box is a lot of fun, if you ask me. A lot of fun. And he let me kind of pick and choose. It wasn't like I had to take everything. It was more like take what I want and then throw in a little bit the sweeten the deal. Like if he would hit me with, let's say, 500 for the box, I'm like, all right, throw in a few of the Westerns, that kind of deal. Just to sweeten it a bit. Make the deal sweet, and then you end up getting a lot better value for what you're buying. And you end up with a few like nicer books like that have a bit more value. And some of the stuff might end up being in my top 50 of the year at the end of the year, because I don't know how much of the more expensive stuff I'm buying. Okay, let's go through another Monster Mag and then another whole box of comics. Okay, so again, directly, I think he got me to pay about $6 a book. Average out for everything I bought, it was $3.50 a book. So we have Famous Monsters of Finland 83. Awesome mummy cover. Monsters of Finland special. I don't know if that's like a reprint or something. Monsters Fear book. So these, I'm pretty sure I would get maybe like $7 to $12 a piece. So $6 is not terrible. It's not like a huge flip or anything, but I love collecting this kind of stuff. So I grab it when I can get it. Especially if I can buy it in bulk, because I don't want to pay $10, $12 a piece. 59. Famous Monsters 81. Werewolf cover. 66. So yeah, I guess this one is mostly Famous Monsters. Oh, that's a really cool cover. A lot of Famous Monsters in this one. Nice ghoul cover. 53. Famous Monsters 187. The 80s stuff like these ones are worth a little bit less. I might be able to get 7 out of that. Poltergeist, that one's really cool. Galactica. Famous Monsters 150. That's a really, 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 really cool cover. I love that one. 84. Christopher Lee. Love Christopher Lee. 154. Number 50. That's a cool Gorgo cover. I think that's the reprint. One of my all-time favorite covers out of these. That one I have a high-grade one, though. So that one I'll sell. Probably get like 7 to 10 out of it. 58. 61. This one's low-grade. It's got tape all over it. Classic Monsters Poster Zine number 1. I think that one has a little bit of value, even though it's a little bit warped. I think it has a little bit of value. Famous Monsters 96. 87. That's an awesome cover. 89. The last time I bought a box like this, I actually put them all out just because I wanted to make more money. But this time I think I'm keeping and just seeing what I need, because I kind of regret selling a few that I did sell. Bela Lugosi cover. That's cool. 95. 97. 98. 99. 101. So a nice little run of these going here. 106. That's cool. 109. 116. Love that cover. Really cool monster cover. 121. 123. So the question is like $5, $6, maybe a little bit high on these, but overall, like $350 a piece. Amazing steal, right? So it's not. That's how I think about it. Like maybe I'll overpay on a few things, but then I get enough other things that are really cheap to help pay for it. And so the overall deal makes sense. 130. 131. Love these. 132. 134. 130. Love the Star Wars ones. I think I can get more. Maybe like $20 for that. 139. Maybe even more. It's been a while since I had them. 140. And again, I'm saying that if I sell them. I don't know if I'm going to sell most of these. 141. Close Encounters. That's cool. Famous Monsters. 143. 144. 145. grotesque fun cover. 147. Again, Star Wars ones I think are worth a bit more. 149, awesome Cylon cover. Love that. Oh, the Superman cover is really dope. Love that one. 153. Not sure the number on that. Not sure the number on that one either. Don't know if those are actual issues or like specials. 176. Star Wars and Superman. 177. Cool Conan cover. That's cool. 179. What is... I remember this movie. I forget the name of it, but I really like this movie. Number 181. Yeah, that movie was goofy. I like weird robot stuff like that from the 80s. Oh, cool Swamp Thing cover. I love that. 1982. Love Swamp Thing. Cool Dragon Slayer Conan cover. 184. And 185. Okay, that box is really fun. Not like the other Monster Magazine box is better with the Vampirellas, but still really happy with this box. Still find it very awesome. And I think I end up paying like $650, $700 for the 2 boxes, and then he threw in a little bit to sweeten the deal. So whatever, I don't know how many magazines I added up to, like 120 for that price. So 5, 6, yeah, I think it was like $5 to $6, maybe $6. I don't know, all of them. Which I was so happy with, because I really like these. I think they're awesome, and they're getting a little bit harder to get for cheap. Okay, we went through that box, went through that box, went through those boxes. Okay, 1 box left. This box had a lot of really cool stuff in it. Okay, Dell 4-color 382, nice Snow White cover. That one has some value to it. War Romances, number 17. That's an awesome cover. Love Problems 13, one of those fun Harvey romance books, which I love. Cinderella Love, number 10. That was awesome. Personal Love, number 15. I don't really have a lot of photo covers, but with this little collection purchase, I grabbed a bunch. Basically, he let me pull out what I wanted for, I think it was either 10 or 12 a piece. So I grabbed anything that looked halfway decent, like condition-wise. Or, like, I paid a little bit more. It feels like there's something in there. I don't know. There's like a penny in there or something. Let's see. Personal Love, 21. Let me actually see that. Cover looks like it's detached, maybe. It's not as good of a shape as it looked, but that's okay. I'm still happy with it because overall it's a really nice looking copy, other than the spine is half split. The interior artwork is lovely. I don't know what's in there though that's pushing it up. Like something felt like it was right there. I don't know where it is in the issue though. Okay, I don't want to fiddle with it too much because I don't want it to fall apart completely. And he still had... don't like the shape on the edges. He still had like half the box of romance. I just didn't want to grab the ones that were really, really, really falling apart. Super creased, chunks missing. You know, I like... when it comes to romance books, I kind of want them as nice as I can find them. Well, prices are still reasonable. I think romance is still very reasonable. Like if this was a pre-code horror, it would be, I don't know, $500, $200 maybe because the cover's coming detached. But romance, $10, like it just feels like a steal at this point. Love Diary, nice Charlton romance, awesome. First Love 78, again Harvey romance. I'm trying to collect all those. First Love 89. Has some water stainage, but still happy to get it. First Love 86. Very cool. High School Romance. Another Harvey issue. First Romance. I like the trade dress on these ones. More Harvey Romance. 38. Love that. Romantic Secret. Number 32. That is awesome. So much really nice romance in here. I forgot how much was in there. I love this cover. I love Problems and Advice. Lee Elias. Yeah, it's a good artist. Beautiful cover. That's gorgeous. Really, really fun. I love that one a lot. First Love. Oh, I might grab 2 of those by mistake. That one looks good. Or is that one? I might have just actually bought that at the Queen's Comic Party. I think I actually just grabbed it again at the Queen's Comic Party. So I'll have a duplicate. That's okay. If I can get, 20, 30 bucks out of it, I'm happy. That might be a duplicate too. Romantic Story 14. I don't know if any of these have Matt Baker interiors. People can let me know. Love Problem 16. That cover's awesome. Wow. Condition's pretty decent too. Like it's got a little bit of chipping and a little bit of wear, but overall the main image is clean. More Harvey romance. I love that. That is awesome. First Love 75. The Story of Romance #1. So #1 romance comic. Wow, this is even better than I remember. Georgie 33. The Timely Atlas romance, I really want to, or comedy romance, I want to complete collecting those. High School Romance 51. I really need to bag and board all these, but these are amazing. High School Romance 36. Chunk out of the back cover, but I'm still happy to get that. Beautiful cover too. That's awesome. Casper 58, nice 10-cent Casper. Love collecting those when I can find them. When I was going through the 50-cent bin, I did pull this one out because I know it's worth more. He ended up just kind of throwing it in. So I actually think I didn't pay anything. Or technically, $3.50, $3, whatever I paid per book. Again, like think of all this stuff. If I paid $3.50 each, that's like a steal. And that's kind of what I paid per piece. And so even like the worst stuff that you see, maybe break even at that price. So like overall, I am thrilled with this deal. So many amazing books. This really cool Godzilla book. It's like on movies and stuff. I thought the cover was awesome. It looks like it has some cool information inside. Love stuff like that. And it's got the Batman lunchbox. Okay, so Mike was the guy who brought this warehouse find. If you hear about warehouse find, Mike is the guy. He said they're all on like an army base or something, and they just never got distributed. It's amazing Wally Wood cover and amazing Wally Wood art. Like inside, like I love this book. I see it all the time though. Most people are trying to get $8 to $10 maybe. He gave them all to me for like $2 each. Technically $3.50 if you average it out. I think I can get probably about $6, $7 a piece on these. So I brought a whole stack, like 10 of them. I figure it's one of those things where every time I see it, I'm like, oh, that's a cool book. So I'm assuming someone else will end up buying it. And some of these are pretty high grade too. Like 8090 copies. 7.5 a couple of them. But yeah, there's just a whole stack of these. I just think it's crazy that Mike is the one who found the warehouse find. Because I've been looking at these for, 10 years. I would find them all the time. I don't know when he found them, but, he did find them. Okay. Let me put these to the side so I have some room to work here. Okay, next thing Mike knows I love is the international book. So we have a Fantastic Four book, which, oh no, it's Italian. That is cool. I want to buy more Italian comics. I thought this was just a really cool looking like sci-fi cover. I love stuff like this. Cosmos, fun sci-fi comic. Is that Italian again? I think it might be Italian. No, I'm not an expert in the language. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Italian. And then we got Titans. I'm pretty sure this is French because I have a few of them, which should be Marvel stuff, I think. It's Black Widow. Yeah, that is really cool. And then we got some Thunder Agents, #7. I believe that's Wally Wood. I love that. Awesome artwork. Thunder Agents #6. I might have all these, so these I might end up just selling. Although I might need one or two, so I just grabbed them all because they were relatively cheap. #16. No Man Trapped in the Past. That is really cool looking. Absolutely love that. Undersea Agent #3. Yeah, I love books like this. Just weird, cool, like sci-fi, horror, any genre stuff from this era, especially when it's on the smaller publishers. I just really neat. Thunder Agents #15. Love that one. Pretty sure I don't have a few of these. Like that one I don't recognize. Thunder Agents #19. That's a little bit of a dog ear, but I think I can fix that. Thunder Agents 18. Thunder Agents 17. A couple of those. So I actually can pull one out to sell. #10. Like half these I probably have. That cover is awesome. Love that cover. #4. I don't think I had that one because I don't recognize it. Beautiful cover. #5. So it's like almost all of these, I think. #4. Awesome monster cover. I love that. Oh, okay. And this is the thing he found for me directly. Fox and Crow issues, 59. He got me all the real screens. I think I still need a bunch of the Fox and Crow. So 59, 70. These, I think he did like $6 a piece. But again, if you average out the $3.50, I'm thrilled to have these. But even $6, $7 a piece is great. Number 53. Number 21. Number 22. Love that one. Number 28. So yeah, he's just really helping me get all my DC cartoony funny books. Absolutely love these. 73. That's awesome. 27. That might be a duplicate. I might have a couple of these already in my collection, but I don't have all the issues I need memorized. 39. Really like the coloring on that one. That one's awesome. 57. That one's a little bit damaged. Number 72. Number 56. Okay, really happy with those. Batman Family Giant number 9. First appearance of that version of Harley Quinn. Or Joker's daughter. Roy Rogers Trigger. Fun painted cover. Amazing Spider-Man 268. That's just I can sell it easily kind of book. Wendy the Witch 65 in pretty decent shape. I want to get more of these non-Richie Rich Harvey books. I love Richie Rich as well, but I have most of them. I need to get all the other stuff. A nice 12-cent Jughead. That's awesome. Bonanza. Love that. Archie's Joke Book, number 116. Classics Illustrated, number 72. Welcome Back Cotter, number 3. Richie Rich 97. Not 100% sure what I need, so I'll still grab them if they're cheap. Sack and Sarge 88. Judge Colt, fun painted cover. The Bottle Imp, that's a cool looking classic illustrated. Sad Sack Laugh Special 46. Walt Disney's Mickey and Donald number 1. Like, I don't know if these have any value, but I thought they looked kind of cool. I bought a bunch of them. So a stack. So I'm guessing I'll probably get at least $5 a piece out of these. Oh, that is really neat. Forbidden World number 106. Really cool sci-fi cover. Love that one a lot. Forbidden World number 121. I love collecting those. Forbidden World 115. That's awesome. Strange Adventures 137, I think. Awesome cover. I'm dropping a book. What's here? Oh, Strange Adventures 190. Another awesome book. Love that. Strange Adventures 186. That's awesome. Number 243. DC sci-fi stuff. Absolutely love. And then the horror books. These I might have paid more than I normally would want to. They're just getting so hard to find for any price, and they're not in the best shape. Unexpected 124, and it's got a lot of sun damage, but that cover is absolutely stunning. I kind of like the sun fade. It looks awesome, actually. Unexpected 141. I forget if maybe these were more of the throw-in ones, because I think there's a stack of nicer ones. Jonah Hex 74. Yeah, this might have been like the little throw-in pile, the sweeten the deal kind of thing. 67. Because I don't think the Jonah Hex I would have paid too much for. 65. Although there's one really good issue of Jonah Hex in there, I think. House of Mystery 161. House of Mystery 166. Okay, these are the better ones. Not in the greatest shape. Like, probably only a 4.0 copy. It's got wear damage there. House of Mystery 202. That's awesome. But these might have cost me like $5 or $6 a piece. House of Mystery 199. It's not terrible. It's just kind of tanned and a little bit brittle on the edge. House of Mystery 207. Absolutely love these, though. I love this era of horror books. Ghost 25. Forbidden Tales of Dark Mansion number 5. Lovely cover. Absolutely love that one. House of Mysteries 236. Okay, so that's the little horror stack. Strange Adventures 150. I might be grabbing duplicates at this point, but when I see these for like $5 each, I'm going to grab them. Mystery Space 80. Oh, here's the good Jonah Hex number 1, which I think he just threw in like at the same price. So I'm happy to get that. I have one already, but I might, I don't know if I have a direct or newsstand. And there's 2 copies, so I get to sell one. Probably get like $30, $40 out of it. Jonah Hex 22. Not sure the number, but I do really like Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex 12. Kind of damaged, but that's okay. Jonah Hex 8. Jonah Hex 58. Jonah Hex 40. Jonah Hex 39. Jonah Hex 32. Jonah Hex 24. These are really dusty, so I'm going to have to clean them up and switch them out. 60. Oh, this was really, really, really cool. One of my favorite things I got out of the pile. We have Archies Files Jughead Comics number 37, but this is the Australian version. I really want to collect more. That corner is damaged, but other than that, it's not too bad. I want to collect a lot more of these really like paper thin, crappy quality, but look awesome Australian comics. Absolutely love that. And this is super cool too. Archie's Mechanics number 2. This person had like a 4045. Absolutely love that. I think that's also a nice, Silver Age, early Silver Age, Golden Age Archie. Might be Golden Age actually. Let's see, Ricky Nelson or Del 4 Color 1192. That is cool. Casper 23. He had 200 on there. I don't think he charged me anywhere near that. It could be worth that though. That's a really early Casper issue. Absolutely love that one. Tomahawk 14 in decent shape. And Tomahawk 15. So both of those are in decent shape. Absolutely love those. This is one of the big purchases. We have Fox and Crow number 1. Lowest grade. Probably only like a 2530. 25 probably. But I'm thrilled to have it. I didn't have one yet. So that's another big key issue out of my DC cartoon books. Unknown Soldier 218. Okay. So again, more of these. I don't know what he charged me. I don't remember. But it was higher than I wanted. Unexpected 186. Someone's trying to get 25. Does this go for 25? I don't know. I'm still in my find them for $1 or $2 at garage sales kind of mood and not, oh my God, I got to start paying $20 a piece. They're really cool though. Scary Tales 13. Love that. House of Mysteries 231. I'm still happy to get a whole bunch of horror at once. So again, like if I paid up on these, I averaged it out at $350. At that price, I'm still happy to get them. Ghostly Tales 130. The Charlton horror is cool. This is starting to get really hard. Some of these are getting expensive. Ghostly Tales 140. That cover is absolutely stunning. Love that one. Ghostly Tales 128. That cover is also absolutely stunning. I might have got actually a good deal on those. Witching Hour 46. It's got some like sun damage or something. Still awesome book. Chamber of Chills 19. Love that. Are the Marvel horrors going up? I feel like those ones I haven't seen as many people talking about. Where Monsters Dwell 5. Sandman 1. That's cool. I do have that one already though, so I'll probably end up selling that. Breezy Adults book. Adult comic cartoon kind of book. That might be Will Ward on the corner. That's a really cool looking book though. Really happy to get that. Oh, this is really cool. GI Combat 56. Beautiful cover. Absolutely love the color with the black and white middle. That's a really nicely done cover. A couple books to sell. X-Men Annual 10. I'll get like $3 a piece out of those. And one more. $3 out of that. Dick Tracy Monthly. Not sure the number, but I absolutely love the cover. I like Dick Tracy comics. I think they're cool. That was a must-buy for me. Love that. Lone Ranger. Again, I'm falling in love with these really nicely drawn and painted. I mean, this one's not painted, but they're really nice Western covers. I think they're really neat. And a cool back cover. Oh, this is cool. So I got a good price on these because this is the incentive variant for Darker Image 1, which is, I believe, the first appearance of the Max. So this is like one of the better versions if you want his first appearance. I think he did like $10 each maybe. I think they're $50 to $60 books. I think I'm going to just keep both of them for now because I think long term that's a good spec book. This is super fun. One of those like freebie educational comics, but for space. I really, really like these. I thought that was really, really cool. I need to get a bag and board on that. A Looney Tunes book. Again, it's got a really cool back. A Roy Campanella ad on the back. That is really cool, actually. I like that a lot. Green Lantern 71. Really awesome Gil Kane cover. Pretty decent shape, like maybe a 6.0, 5.0. My Greatest Adventure 64. I would like to finish putting this run together. Space Adventures. Not sure the number, but that's a really, really cool, sci-fi cover. That is awesome. Love that one. Oh, and then more of this horror. Like, I really don't remember who was paying it. Just these $25 pieces. Prices. I don't think that's the actual value, but it could be. I'm so confused on these. Because I feel like the stuff... these are actually in pretty decent shape, too. Good, like, 7.0 copies, maybe. I'm just so used to buying them over the years for $2 or $3, so that I'm not ready to concede that these are now $20 books. Especially if they're not, like, 9.8 candidates. Like this one this is maybe a 4.0 copy. I don't think it's a 25. That's probably $10 book maybe. House of Mystery 276. Still absolutely love them. My love for them hasn't diminished or increased. I equally still love them as much as I always have. Haunted Library 44. Awesome cover. Love that cover a lot. And you guys can let me know if any of these are specifically like a key issue. Unexpected 187. That one's awesome. But yeah, it's going to be hard if I have to start paying so much for horror stuff. Just a really cool House of X. I don't know what it's worth. It had a $25 price on there. I don't think it's worth that, but I don't think he charged me anything near that. Okay, let me get this last little handful that's bending over. I don't want to get damaged. Okay, we got Cerebus at 34. I might have that one already, but that was kind of like a throw-in. Tom Terrific, number 3. That's a beautiful cover. Decent shape. Daredevil 89, like a cool black and white variant. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I got it because I thought it was cool. A little Bugs Bunny Rocket to the Moon mini comic. I don't know. Someone had $25 on it. I don't know if it's worth $25, but I'll take it. Del 4 Color 719. Prince Valiant. Happy to get that. Awesome Turok issue. I love the painted covers on the Turok books. Really happy you picked that up. Stumbo the Giant, number 72, or Harvey Hits 72. I hadn't seen that one before. I was like, oh, I got to take that. That looks cool. Needs, Spine Roller needs a good pressing, but I love it. Alarming Adventures number 2. That's a really, really cool looking book. Love that one a lot. Star Spangled War Stories 83. Nice, awesome 10-cent war book. Want to get a lot more of those. And Smash Comics number 73. Awesome cover. Not in the best shape, but again, overall, if I paid $3.50 a book, I got that for a steal. I don't know what I actually paid. Maybe 10 or 20 bucks, but averaged out, amazing. Okay, so that's the deal. I mean, would you do a deal like that where you try to average it out, get things you can sell that kind of pay for everything, and get the average price you paid per item low enough that you can get a huge chunk of what you paid so you can keep going? I mean, that's kind of how I do that. I'm going to pull that out. That's going to be one of my top comics of the year, I bet. Okay, thrilled with those. Okay, over at that end, I had all the boxes that I had moved over from where I moved the Dark Horse last time. They were all stuff we haven't gone through yet, so I just moved them out over here to the table right here so that we could go through all these boxes. These are all wholesale boxes, except for this one I think is a catch-all of multiple like small purchases. So I figured, let's just get these done. I want to get them sorted and put away. So first, I'll do the couple easy boxes. This was a vendor wholesale box that I paid, I think, $30 for. So we have, I don't know, 6 Darker Image, number 1. This is a book someone at some point told me I was an idiot for not grabbing, but again, I can find them in bulk like this usually. Hardware, number 1. This one has a little bit of value. I think it occasionally sells for $5, but can I sell 200 of them? I don't know. This is just something that I'll probably, maybe I'll sell a few here and there for $5 on Whatnot, something like that. But for the most part, I think this is stuff I'll just hold on to until they do a TV series or something. And then maybe I'll get like 20 bucks a piece. I don't know. Oh, and Return of Superman. These I see all the time. More Darker Image. Okay, got a bunch of those. So again, these I might pull out and put on Whatnot as well. Just for, I don't know, $3 or something like that. So yeah, $30 for a box like this. I'm not dying to buy a box like this, but at 10 cents a piece, I feel like it's worth just investing and holding on to, basically. Okay, and then this is more Milestone. Another box I paid $30, and this is Blood Syndicate number 1. And there's a bunch of those. I think is it all Bloods? It might all be Blood Syndicate number 1. Yeah, I think these are all Blood Syndicate ones. So that's 250, 300 copies of this. So worth something, maybe a little bit. But definitely not a, I'm not going to be getting rid of these very quick unless I want to blow them up. But I don't blow out stuff for cheap. Some people think I should be selling stuff for 10 cents just to get rid of it. I never buy anything to get rid of. I buy it like this and I hold on to it. Like I always say, it's like a garden. It's seeds planted and I'm just going to let it sit. And one day you'd be shocked this will all of a sudden become a, $5 each, $200,000 box, $1,500 box, maybe. Okay, and then one more box like that, which was this box, which was also $30, but you see there's a big space in it. This amount of the box was Turok 1s, which I got $1 a piece. So I paid 30, $60, $90 for the 3, and I made $150 profit on it selling the Turok ones. So basically at this point, I'm at $60 profit or $20 per box profit. So holding on to it does not hurt me financially. Just it takes up space, and as you can see, I'm kind of cluttered. So I either need a bigger space because I want to buy a lot more like this. I love buying bulk buys actually. But for now, I'm trying to get everything in the basement sorted and trying to figure out what I want to do. There were some newer Absolute Wonder Womans. This really awesome Lobo cover. It looks like they're slightly warped. That's probably why he threw them into the discount box, because they weren't mint. This vendor, he buys a lot of stuff to sell the variants, and then whatever he can scrape out of the regular issues is how he makes profit, basically. So he'll sell to me often this kind of like bulk new stuff. I'm gonna put these in the Wonder Woman box. Actually, I'm gonna pull out the nicest looking one, and then the other two I'll put out. I mean, it's a $6 cover price. I'll probably be able to get like $3 a piece in the shop, so I don't mind. Maybe a little bit more. Absolute Wonder Woman, is that selling well? Like the Batman? I don't know. Put that there. Okay, so that's that, and that's that. So isn't that cool? Like I paid $90 for 3 boxes. I got 120 or so. Made a little bit of profit, and now I'm just holding on to it. Like, will Hellstorm be worth something one day? Maybe if he shows up in the MCU or in like a, Disney Plus series. For now, maybe I'll occasionally sell a few on Whatnot for like $3. Well, I'm just thinking of certain things. I mean, this one's near mint. Maybe a slight warp in the corner, but I think that's still near mint. They're a nice shape. They're just wholesale. Some of them are a little bit beat up. Like these here look like they have a little bit of a warped edge. But yeah, that's just extra. So that I'm not sure. I might pull them out and put them in the store and just put them on like a bottom shelf, just so that I clear out the basement of it. I'm trying to make more room. Okay, so this is another wholesale box I got from the same vendor, and I believe I paid, I want to say $100 for this box, maybe. So we have Absolute Wonder Woman #1. Oh, that's kind of neat. Actually, I didn't realize that was #1. I bought these like a year and a half ago, so before they became popular. So this probably has a little bit of value, actually. And it looks in good shape. Maybe a slight warp in there, but it's still like a new copy. So I have maybe a little bit of wear on the corner there. Those are cool. Bet I could probably get $5 out of at least 2 of them, maybe more. Dust to Dust #3. I think we saw those last time. The Seasons #2. Is this the Margaret Savage? Is that how you say her name? No, it's a different artist. Oh, the interior artwork's actually really nice too. All right, I really like the way that looks. There's a handful of those. There's like 5 or 6. Like I said, he buys for the ratios. Absolute Wonder Woman 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So actually happy to get those. So if you think if I paid $100 for what, $250? That's like a quarter each. No, that's 40 cents each, right? 250. Yeah, so 40 cents each feels like a steal on these. Absolute Wonder Woman 4. And the fact that I just let them sit here for a year and a half, they actually probably gained a bit of value. Just these ones at least. And I'm actually happy to get these because I haven't really been going on my way to get any of these newer DC titles. So I just realized I have a nice little selection of like 4 or 5 of the Absolute Wonder Woman. Actually very happy with that. #2. A couple different variants. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And I'm happy just pulling these out and like, let's see, $6 cover price. If I got $4, I am thrilled. If I can get closer to 6 or even above cover price, that'll be awesome. Oh, here's a bunch more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more #1s. I feel like that's a really good deal. Is this a first print? No. It's 0138. Third printing. All right, so third printing, not first printing, but still very, very cool. Very happy to have them. Generation X. I'm going to pull that out and put that in my X-Men boxes. Frontline War. Actually, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to set up another table, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I need to pull out any of these that there's lots of duplicates. I want to pull out the duplicates. And just get them organized. Okay, Frontline. Amazing Spider-Man 536. That's pretty cool. Black Panther. That's cool. Wolverine 48. Like Kindred. War Crime Civil War. Wolverine Civil War. Iron Man Captain America. Iron Man. I'm gonna have to sort these a couple times. Legend of the Dark Knight #1. I remember buying like one of each color when this came out. Was that 1989? Wolverine Origins. That's a cool Joe Quesada cover. Bishop. Kazar Annual. Strike Force codename Strike Force. New Mutants #2. Trying to sort these a little bit so that I have them. Whenever I buy stuff like this, the faster I do just a simple sort, the faster it gets to the next stage. I actually was just thinking that I want to, just set up to the point where I'm able to process maybe 5 long boxes a week, where I buy wholesale, I show you guys, I get it sorted, pull out duplicates, and repeat the process and just get kind of efficient at it. I think that's basically what I'm doing by getting the whole basement here kind of set up. All right, I'm not pulling out all the Marvel and DC, just the stuff that I'm currently working on. So all the image will be pulled out because I can throw that in the image pile. Vertigo I'll pull out. Why the Last Man. Although I feel like the Marvel and DC, I'm going to just do a second sort after I show you guys. Just because this is going to get a little bit messy. Okay, Wonder Woman. Green Lantern. Okay. Supergirl and the Legion. Superheroes. Batman, Superman, Uncanny X-Men, Secret Six. So, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just kind of like, okay stuff, not great. Like something like that I might be able to get a couple bucks out of. Captain America's maybe a couple dollars out of. It's not making me rich, but since I paid, about 40 cents a piece, the more I sell for, like this Spidey, I'd probably get $3 or $4 out of. The more stuff that I get $3 to $4 out of, the faster I just kind of make a little profit. I'm never really rushing because most of the time I'm buying this stuff to fill in my own collection. Okay, Mutant X. Inhumans 12. That's pretty cool. Mutants #1. That's the, 2001, I want to say. Not even sure. Not sure the date. It's either late 90s, early 2000s. Mutant X. Excalibur. I have so much Excalibur I got to sort out. Mutant X. This stuff will be a little bit harder to sell. But I have a feeling in the long term I'll probably get $1 a piece out of those. Cliffhanger. That's I think that's Battle Chasers in the middle. Not sure. Wildcats. Yeah, this cheaper image, I still have to set up a cheap not cheap, but like a $2 image box just to see if I can actually start getting $2 out of them. I sort of feel like there's a chance that I can. Green Lantern. I don't have enough sorting spots. Again, though, I'm working on it. I'm going to get set up so that this goes a lot faster. Infinite Crisis #1. That one probably has some value to it. Superman. More image. This Eternals, I don't think I've seen before. Next. Marvel Triple Action 45. That's kind of cool. Could probably get like 2 or 3 out of that. The Bronze Age reprints people will buy because they're relatively cheap compared to the regular ones. And they're still kind of neat. Some X Factor. These are hard to sell. Maybe $1 each. X Factor. Okay, Legion. I'm going to have to do a second sort just getting into Marvel and DC. But for now, I'm trying to sort the heroes or the things that I have active boxes on. So all the Batman stuff has a spot. These will have a spot in a second. Batgirl. Oh, Image G.I. Joe. That's cool. I do want to collect a lot more of the G.I. Joe stuff. Batman. I feel like it. I just don't have enough of it. I mean, I have a lot of it, but I just feel like there's a lot that I'm missing. Spider-Man. Okay. Now back to the wholesale. The wholesale stuff I'm more excited for just because it's something I don't have. And I feel like, this is a $4 price. It's a modern video game variant that people are going to get into. Something like this I might even hold on to. Or maybe I'll put some out for like 3. Maybe I'll put them out for 3 or 4, like closer to the cover price, and just let them sit until they kind of mature. They won't blow out, but they will sell eventually. And there's a whole stack of them. There's like 30 of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to blow them out $1 because at $1, they probably won't sell as any better than at $2 or $3. If someone wants it, they want it. One World Doom, that's kind of neat. That's a $6 cover price. So I have a feeling I could just put that out for like $3. That's kind of cool. Monogram ad. That's actually really neat. Yeah, so there's a whole stack of those, which no, it's 2 different ones. Oh yeah, okay. And then there's a whole stack of these, which is, I guess, B or C variant. Not sure. Really cool cover though. I like the cover a lot, and I feel like Doctor Doom will be really hot this summer. So I feel like if I make a little Doom section, put these out for $3 a piece, they will sell, even if it's the same one. Another variant of Doom. Again, $6 cover price. Sell it for $3. I think it will sell. More of those ones. Yeah, there's a lot of those. And, of course, I'm going to pull out one of each for myself. Batman and Robin. That's a really cool Bjorn Deadman cover. I actually really like that. It's one of those Santa variants, which I thought were really cool when those came out a couple of years ago. $10 cover price. That's crazy. So if I put that out for $5, that feels very fair. Another Christmas variant. I really like these Christmas variants. Yeah, $10 cover price. So if I put out for $5, I think I'll sell. Very fair price. Half cover price. That's like wholesale, basically. Really cute Poison Ivy Batman cover. Like that. Again, $10 cover price. Okay, I'm leaving those in the box because I'm going to come back and pull out the nicest one for myself and then pull out the rest for the shop. All right, put that in the X-Men. Put that in the random indie pile, which I thought I made. Oh, yeah, I did put one over there. Okay, I'm going to come back to the Thor, Captain America. I do need to pull out a lot more Captain America, too. I feel like I'm very low on that. I'm low on a lot of different characters right now, actually. Marvel Universe Update, the 89 issue. I think this is technically like the 3rd time they did it. I want to say 89. I probably have all those. Cloak and Dagger. I have so many different duplicates of this run. I need to sort them out. I could probably pull out like 5 of each. Inhumans number 3. Quicksilver 3. I think I'll put that with the X-Men. Team 1. Stormwatch. Death's Head. Warlock. That's kind of cool. I'll put that with the X-Men. New Warriors. New Warriors 3. New Warriors 2. New Warriors 1. Oh, wait, I'm not doing New Warriors yet. More Image. Justice League of America. Nice Michael Turner cover. Like, I feel like I could get $2 or $3 out of that. 1602, that's a really cool Doom cover. I bet I could get like 3 or 4 out of that one. Maybe more. I don't even know. I don't know what it's worth because I don't see this one that often. Just like a preview or something. Codename Strike Force. Hulk comic. Hulk 455. Another codename Strike Force. All right, DC 1 million. Robin 3. Put that in the Batman pile. Okay, that's just a single. Gen 13. Bishop, The Last X-Men. Team X 2000. Iron Man 13. Inhumans 10. Hawkman 43, 42, and 45. Again, once I get all the, like this kind of DC stuff, I'll be able to sort it quicker. Right now, it's all kind of jumbled, so it's not sorting quick in any way, which I don't know. I don't have a Teen Titans section in the store right now, so I feel like people are asking, so I kind of want to sort that, and if I have that all sorted, it might become valuable quicker. Is this, I think that's an early Miss Martian appearance, if I remember correctly. Green Lantern 13. Honestly, if I have more sections with more of this kind of stuff out, I'll learn better if it's sellable. Usually, I have it kind of randomly in the store and it doesn't sell that well, but I feel, another cool Michael Turner cover. I feel like if I have it a little bit more sorted, where like there's a Green Arrow section, like a Vertigo section, if I sort it out a little bit more, it will actually be a bit more sellable, and I will see right away if, I start noticing certain titles selling. Midnighter, put that in the indie pile. Superman, Adventures of Superman, Action Comics, Supergirl. Really cool X-Men cover. Love that cover. Green Lanterns. So you see him pulling out the Green Lantern stuff as well. Teen Titans. And it would actually be nice to kind of see what Teen Titans I need. Superman. Pretty sure I have a good chunk of them though, because you know they're in every collection because they're just kind of popular, and any stuff like this that's kind of popular ends up just being in every other box. It feels like that's a really cool Mike Carbo cover. Okay, more Green Lantern. I'll put that in the Green Lantern pile. X-Men, Ultimates 2. Sort that into the Ultimate pile. New X-Men with X-23. Detective 659. This will sell pretty easily for like $2 or $3. Detective 661. Oops, I'm falling over. I still need to get the little thing that helps me just push the comics forward so they don't fall over as much. Can't. No, that does not really work, does it? Okay, I'm just gonna have to grab them. Let's see, we got Avengers, Green Lantern, 27. Legion number 5. Legion number 3. The Legion number 2. Legion of Superheroes 13. Green Lantern 30. Green Lantern No More 146. Green Lantern Core 5. Green Lantern Core 4. Green Lantern Recharge 3. Green Lantern 6. Green Lantern 7. Green Lantern 8. Green Lantern 24. Spider-Man Wolverine 1. That's pretty cool, actually. Ultimate X-Men. Cool Spidey mashup cover. Amazing Spider-Man 49. Legion Worlds 3 and 6. Legion of Superheroes, Ultimate Spider-Man 14 and 16. Batman 583, 597, 598, 599. These Batmans, it'll take a little while. They're not the most popular Batmans, but I can get probably $2 to $4 for them. 601. Like the in-between ones, maybe 2. Maybe the Brian Bolin ones, maybe 3, just because they're awesome looking. And a couple, like the really nice ones, maybe like one like that might get 3 or 4. Batman Gotham Knights, another awesome Brian Boland. Yeah, lots of really cool Brian Boland in that run. Batman Gotham Knights. Identity Crisis 7, that one probably has a little bit of value. Michael Turner cover. Dark Knight 2, that one has a little bit of value, I think. Really cool Michael. These I feel like should have value, but they don't. They're like $1 to $2, and they kind of slow to sell. But I absolutely love them, so I just, gonna look to see if I need them, and then sell them off. $1 or $2 each. Eventually, I'll find someone who will want them, which is fine. Just not a quick seller. Ecstatic 21. Well, these are cool. 14. 11. Really like those. Exiles 42. It's a fun cover. Exiles 39. Exiles 44. Exiles 45. 41. 38. Ultimate X-Men 50. 52 and 49. Okay, not a bad box. Nothing super exciting except for some of the newer stuff. But again, for $100, I'm happy to buy stuff like that all the time. Okay, this random box, I'm not 100% sure if this came from this guy or I might got from someone else. I paid $50 a box. So I either paid $50 or $75 for this box. Let's go through it. It looks very, very random. No rhyme or reason to this. Beck Aftershock Free Comic Book Day comic. Interesting looking Quilt Day comic. Kingpin 2. I don't remember if that one had a low value or not. For some reason, I feel like it did, but I could be completely wrong. USA Avengers number 3. That's cool. And Humans versus X-Men. A really cool Terry Dotson cover. A little bit damaged, but that's okay. Again, I probably paid 15 cents a comic on these. US Avengers. Oh, that's a really cool Tula Lote. I don't think I had that one. Oh, see, when I get stuff like this and a lot like this, I am thrilled because this is something I would have paid $2 or $3 for. So if I paid 15 cents, that pays for like 20 or 30 of them, pretty much. Highlander, that one looks really, really cool. Really neat looking comic. Ever After not sure the number, but that's another awesome Tula Lote. So I know I got 2 amazing books so far that would have paid for like 20 of them so far. Mayday. Put that in my image pile. Mayday number 4. Mayday number 3, beautiful cover. Mayday number 1, it's almost like a full, or it is a full set here. Mayday number 2. Iron Fist number 1, really awesome Jeff Deacle cover. Love that. Love Jeff Deacle stuff. Outsiders, beautiful cover. Frostbite, that's a cool looking Vertigo book. Frostbite number 3, that's a really cool looking book too. Frostbite number 5, awesome cover. Oh, these are really, really beautiful covers here. Number 1, that is awesome. Frostbite number 2. I have a Vertigo box I'm working on right now, so I can just throw those in there. Oh, that's another Tula Lote. Oh, sweet. All right, I'm getting 4 like really good books, or good for me books I probably would have paid $3 for. Curse Words number 1. This is cool. It's one of those Charles Soule, Ryan Brown books. I don't know if it's super valuable, but to me, it's like a cool book to get in a lot like this. Curse Words number 2, second printing. I'm not sure if I had that one. Actually, I might need a couple of these. Curse Words number 5. So this looks like from an actual reader. Like they look red basically. Little hints of wear here and there, but I'm happy. At 15 cents a piece, I'm happy to get a box like this because it'll fill in my collection a lot. The Crew. I can't wait to have my all the different short boxes so I can get this stuff sorted a little bit easier and not have to reuse the long boxes. The long boxes just really exhaust me. Ultimate Fantastic Four. X-Men pile. Okay, I need a little bit more. I'll put X-Men right there. Alpha Flight, I need a little room for that. Oh, Batman book, that's cool. Love these. These sell pretty well for me for like $3 or $4. Awesome cover. New Warriors 2. Cable. Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. Need a few more pile spots. Trying to sort as I go. Detective 805. Justice League Elite. Really cool Scotty Young Electra. That is cool. Not in the best shape. But yeah, it's beat up. I might only be able to get $1 out of it. But someone will buy it just because it's Scotty Young. Even though it's beat up. That's awesome. Love that. Warren Ellis book. Red, I guess. That looks cool. Empire. New Avengers. Amazing Spider-Man 535. Justice League America with the Michael Turner artwork. Honestly, this is kind of a fun mix of stuff. I'm seeing enough stuff like this. Just that amazing cover. I think if someone sees it in a bin for $2 or $3 and a nice new bag and board, they would probably buy that. Mega Flight. Yeah, I made an Alpha Flight pile. More Teen Titans. Like I was saying, I really need to get these sorted. I think they're becoming more and more sellable. Green Lantern book. X Factor. I'm kind of running out of space here. Nightwing. A bunch of Nightwing. I do sell Nightwing and Robin books, though. I feel like there's some, like... Oh, I'm knocking these over. I feel like there's some, like, 22-year-old buying these. Like, at least once a week, someone will buy a handful of, like, 3 or 4 Robin-related things. So I feel like I really want to expand that section in the shop. Empire. Why the Last Man? One of my all-time favorites. Did I make a Vertigo pile? I feel like I did. Oh, yeah, I did right there. Not sure if these are sellable, but my Paper Girls pretty much sold out, so I feel like I'm going to throw that in the same box with Paper Girls and Saga. Another really cool Jim Lee, I think. Jim Lee, Batman and Robin issue. I love that one. Azrael, Agent of the Bat. Cyber Zero. Batman, Death and the Maidens. Oh, that's a really cool Michael Turner Silver Surfer cover. That is neat. I feel like I could get $3 out of that. I might need it, though. I don't know if I recognize that one. JLA Classified. JLA. When it comes to Marvel and DC stuff, I don't really go out of my way to collect all of it. I just kind of rely on getting it in collections. So sometimes there's stuff maybe I just haven't caught on to in my brain, but I might have it just because I bought it in a giant collection and I only spent a few seconds with it. Or maybe there are things I'm missing. And so when I sort them out and I find what I need and what I don't need, it's kind of fun to see, a lot of stuff that I have already. Why the Last Man? Yeah, I love that series. I just love survival tales, so it's just like a really fun survival tale. I wish the TV series kind of did better. was actually very disappointed how, it was canceled so quickly. I don't even think it was on like the second episode and they already canceled it. I kind of wish more people had watched it. But it was also on, what was it, on FX? And I don't think people are watching. There's like not enough audience there. Why the Last Man? What would be really cool is if it went on to like Netflix or something, and then all of a sudden there was a second wave of people that, this is a whole bunch of them. This is cool. I do have this full run though, so these are all duplicates. I would love to see this go on though and have another season, honestly. And Paper Girls 2 is canceled. Paper Girls was canceled after one season. Why the Last Man was canceled like before the season barely started. I feel like because of that, they're never going to do Saga. And like that kind of really just disappoints me. Because I love Saga. I love this one. It's like a Playbill cover. I love that one. That one is cool. All right, so a lot of Why the Last Man, like these aren't super sellable, but I have a feeling if I mix these all into the box with the Sagas and the Paper Girls and any other Brian K. Vaughan stuff I have, there might be one or two Ex Machina on there. I feel like those will sell. I just have to sort them in a way that they're more interesting than a random like Vertigo box or a random indie box. That's usually what I do. I try to put things that are maybe not as desirable, but from creators or artists or people that have made more desirable stuff, so it kind of goes together. Is that Magic the Gathering? Or no, that's just a Dungeons and Dragons book. That's actually really neat. I like that. Something like that's really cool to get in a lot like this. I always feel like when I get a lot like that, or books like that, I'm really happy. Oh, that's an Invincible book. That one actually might have like a $10 value. I feel like this one is actually a little bit valuable. I'm gonna put that in the key issue pile, or to put it into my I don't have Invincible in the basement. I don't want to leave them down here, so I want to bring that to the where I have them. Do I have? Yeah, I have a Supergirl pile. All right, I do. Once I get this more sorted out, and I have like all the tables set up in the middle here for whatnot and stuff, I think I can go through and sort stuff a lot faster. I think it'll get to a point where I'll be able to go through 5 boxes and just get them all sorted pretty quickly. Lots of cool Batman stuff. Lots of cool Why the Last Man stuff. I'm not going to be upset getting a whole bunch of Why the Last Man. Might not be the most sellable, but I absolutely love it. So, Amazon's Attack. Got Superman and Action Comics. Superman comic, Michael Turner cover. Superman. I think that's Jim Lee, maybe. That's an awesome looking comic. All right, I'm gonna move some of this out of my way. All right, we're halfway through this box. Okay, I'm gonna just adjust a little bit so they don't flop over. We have more cool Jim Lee Superman. I like those. Michael Turner Superman. Also like those. Superman 199. Michael Turner Superman. I want to say John Romita Jr. Not 100% sure, but that looks cool. Superman 206. Jim Lee. Batman and Superman 14. I'm always picking these out of dollar bins, but I have a feeling I have most of those now. I really need to figure out what I have. I know where the box is too. I don't know why I just don't make a list out of it. I should. So a bunch of JLA stuff. Like I feel like if I put a Zatanna box in the store of just covers with her on it, they would actually sell pretty well. Or like just a Black Canary box with covers with just her. Like in a JLA box, this will never sell. But if I do a Black Canary box with like these cute covers with her on it, I think they would sell actually pretty well. Like I just have to think in terms of what would like I would like or what people in general would want if they saw it. The Eternal, those look interesting. Like this, maybe just stick that in the Batman box. Put this in a Wonder Woman box. You know, kind of sort it based on the cover more than by title. Because that's one of those titles that just, if I had to sort out with a JLA box, it's going to sell very slow for me. JLA. Whereas Teen Titans, I think, will start to sell by itself. Superman, Green Lantern Corps. Superman. I'm trying to figure out where I put the Green Lantern. I thought I had a Green Lantern pile, but I don't. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, wait. I'm going to put this in the Wonder Woman pile. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Okay, more Batman. Batman. Supergirl. Adventures of Superman. Batman, Superman. Batman, Journey into Night. Number 2. Red. Homage, I think that right there. Action Comics. A lot of Superman. But you know what? I do sell Superman. And because he's kind of popular in the movies and whatnot right now, he actually sells for me pretty well. I probably go through maybe... Although, see, something like that, I might put in as a Zatanna box. Because I feel like as a Zatanna book, that would sell. But yeah, Superman, I'm probably selling maybe like 10 a week. Like just a handful, not blowing out. But 10 a week is 500 a year or 2 long boxes a year. And years go by quicker than you think. You know, I'm not going to go out of my way to get Superman. But if I put them out, they seem to be so. New Avengers. Okay, Omega Man. Or... Oh, another Batman Superman. I do like those a lot. I don't know. I like the trade dress. I like just the way it looks. Mega Flight. All right, Heroes for Hire. Just getting the random, Marvel right there. Getting the, I do have piles for image right now. I'm trying to get the full image sort so by the time I am done sorting through everything, hopefully I have all the image sorted as well. Okay, the Eternal, kind of a cool cover. Oh, Wolverine book, that's neat. I do like that a lot. Amazon's Attack, more Green Lantern Corps, Superman, Batman, cool Kazar cover. Number 17, number 18. So I got a bunch of those. Number 20. 21, so it's like a nice little chunk of those. Superman 218. Cool Bendis cover, I like that. Super, I'm gonna clear out this a little bit. It's gonna, like the random indie, I'm gonna put in the indie pile, which is over here. These are all indies. I need to get one big sort. I'll probably just do it on my own one of these days. Oh, here's a Green Lantern pile. I was wondering where I put the Green Lantern pile. I was like, I put a box right here for Green Lantern right now. What I did was I had Green Lantern on that wooden shelf, but I got rid of the wooden shelf. So I did clear out this space a little bit. Okay, Superman, Michael Turner, Jim Lee Superman, Wonder Woman, that's cool. I like the Wonder Woman books. Top Cow book, The Agency, Chaos book, Jade, a cross-gen book, Breath, Bane Conquest #1, The Program, a Blue Beetle book. That's a fun cover. I like that one a lot. Okay, I'm having a hard time having enough little spots. I need probably like 20 different spots when I'm doing a sort to be a little bit more efficient, or I should just quick sort it and just do indie, Marvel, DC, and then do the further refining later. I'm just trying to refine it too much at once, which makes it a little bit more complicated. Dreamweaver, Bloodshot, Robin book, Ninjak, Chrome, Valiant, Just the America, cool, Mr. Terrific cover, I like that one. Astonishing X-Men, did I make an X-Men pile? Yeah, I did. Okay, Wonder Woman, where did I put you? Midnighter and Iron Man. Oh, this is cool. We have some Matt Haworth stuff. I don't know if I have that one. Post Bros 45. That is really cool. Nice higher number. Number 44. Number 43. Number 40. And number 39. These I'd probably pay like a couple bucks a piece if I, needed them. I'm not 100% sure if I need them, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have paid $10 at a show. Just digging and hunting. So $10 pays for 20% of the box. If I paid $50 for the box, this is 1/5 of the box just in 5 books. Or if I paid $75, it's like 20%. 1, 2, 10. No, 15%, 15%. But yeah, these go right here. I have a little Matt Hogarth box, so I'm gonna just put them right there for now. Kind of just as I'm sorting, I'm putting them here, and then I'll do a better sort one of these days. All right, more cross-gen stuff. I don't think I need a ton of cross-gen. I know I need probably about 20% of the publisher. I should have the vast majority of them, though. Countdown. Casey Blue, that's kind of a cool looking cover. Like, that's something I would have loved picking up maybe 20 years ago. The programming, that looks cool. Yeah, that's a neat looking book. Blood of the Demon. Jack of Fables 21. I'm pretty sure I have all those. Jack of Fables 14. Welcome to Tranquility. 39 Countdown. I'm mixing DC into the Marvel pile. Suicide Squad. That's kind of a cool cover. Trials of Shazam. Oh, see, Scooby-Doo, that's a really cool book too. I mean, it's a little bit beat up, but I would like to get more of those. So that's actually a really cool book to get in a lot like this. Nightwing. Okay, I'm going to put some of these away so I have a little bit more room. Right now I have a Superman box right here that I'm working on. Just when these start falling over, I don't want to damage anything, and it makes it a little bit harder to deal with when they're falling over. So I gotta make a little bit more room. All right, JLA, Booster Gold, Thunder and Martian Manhunter. That's kind of cool. Shadow Impact, Hawkman, Amazon's Attack, Ex Machina. So that's another series that I would put in with like Why the Last Man and whatnot. I feel like they sell better if I do that. 6 Adventures of Superman. Welcome to Tranquility. Superman right there. Oh, this is cool. Ninja Scroll comic? Is that based on the anime? Maybe. I'm not sure. I think that's kind of neat, though. I don't have that. The Twilight Experiment. Wetworks. Okay, there's some cool, early Wildstorm stuff. Secret History of the Authority. Actually, I mean, I don't think there's much value to it, but I like that kind of stuff. So I'm actually happy to see these in here. That's another reason why I kind of like buying a cheap indie box like this, just to get cool stuff, from Vertigo and Wildstorm and whatnot. Stuff that I do not want to pay up for, because I know I can get them in bulk for cheap, basically. Whereas, I would be tempted to just be pulling them out of dollar bins all day long. So better to just get them in super cheap lots like this. Martian Manhunter. The War That Time Forgot. That's really cool. I like that. Shadow Impact. The Spirit. That one's neat. Bruce Timm cover. Oh, I'm going to put that in favorite artist pile. That is actually really neat. I would have picked that up for like $2 or $3. Checkmate. 52 Aftermath. Rain in Hell. That's cool looking. Jack of Fables. I know I put those somewhere. Yeah, put them over here. Pretty sure I have them all, but I'll just double check just in case. Oh, I do like the cartoony stuff from the early 2000s, or I guess 2008, so mid 2000s. Bad condition though; it looks really dirty, but still very cool to see. 36 Countdown, and I probably have it, so I'll probably end up just tossing it. Maybe get $1. Grizzly Shark Returns. That's cool. We have some cool image stuff here. That's cool too. I like in modern indies like that. Voice in the Dark. That looks interesting. Wretches #1. Cool scout book. More Valiant. Turok one. Like I said, I have a guy that will buy these for $1 each. So I kind of, every time I get one, I just bring it over here and I just put it in my stack until I hit about 50. So that's $1 back, which is what, 2% of the box. Butcher of Paris. I think I had that one when I sorted the Dark Horse, but I'll pull it out just in case I need it. X-Men. Where did I put X-Men? Right here. Getting a little bit complicated in my pile system here. Drawing Blood. A really fun looking super indie. Kevin Eastman Studios. Okay, that's interesting. Did Kevin Eastman do? Oh, yeah, Kevin Eastman artwork. Oh, that's really cool, actually. I wonder if that has any value to it. I'm just happy to have it, though. I think that's cool. The Max, kind of a higher number. That's good. Max stuff is always a little bit more valuable. Hunter Killer. Dave Silvestri. Spirit of the Tau. We got Rise. That looks really, really cool. No, Nova. I want to put this there. Actually, I want to look at this real quick. The interior is about the same. It's digital, but it looks really cool. That's a cool looking book. I like that one a lot. Oh, a nice looking detective book. That is neat. Invincible Iron Man. Okay, wait, I want to put this over there. Okay, we have Militia from Black Box Comics. Looks like a war book. That looks interesting. Secret Wars. Infinity Inc. Some DC stuff. The Authority, number 3. Jack of Fables. Preview of Madame Xanadu. Rain, Thangar, Holy War. Crossing Midnight. Cool looking Vertigo book. That looks neat. Series looks okay. Not as cool as the cover, though. The cover looks really cool. Another Vertigo book. I do love the Vertigo stuff. Thunderbolt, a Jackson book. That's cool. That's actually very cool, actually. Okay, neat. More Vertigo stuff. More Brian K. Vaughan stuff, which I absolutely love. Oh, we're flopping over again. Okay, I'm going to move these to be a little bit sideways. I don't want to damage them. Only problem is when I'm flopping them, they probably do get a little bit damaged. I don't want to do that. Okay, Supergirl. Put that in the Superman pile. Oh, Fables 67. That one I think I have. I think I actually have everything up until the 130s, and then sporadically missing some. Joe Kubert's Thor #1. That's cool. Another Batman book. Batman 468. Some more Valiant stuff, which blah. I don't really get excited for this stuff because it's so common, and I have so much of it. I do like the newer stuff, even though it's a free comic book day. I do like the newer stuff. Boombox. Spider-Man. This one had a little bit of value when it came out. People were looking for that one when it was, free comic book day. That was the one to get. Dr. Sleepless. These always look kind of cool to me. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Put that there. More Avatar stuff. XL Manowar 16. Don't get excited for that. Honestly, if people have a lot of these in their boxes, I don't really want them. Some kind of manga thing. Alia. Looks sort of plain. Nothing too exciting for me. Cool Bane book, though. Brian Boland, love that. Superman Adventures, that's really cool. That's one of the cartoony ones. Yeah, love that stuff. Oh, what's that? And then Vortex comic. Some kind of video game comic. I wonder if that has any value. Okay, more Valiant. We got XL Manowar 15. More 90s Image. Not so exciting. More Ultraverse stuff. I feel like there's a lot more Ultraverse books than I can imagine. I was thinking that there's only a few hundred of them, but I think there might be a few thousand of them, honestly. Ayn Rand's Red Pawn. Some kind of political comic or something. First book, Nexus. Ultraverse, I don't know. I'm not super excited for Ultraverse. I think it's just the coloring is not good. The art's probably decent, but the coloring is so weak that it just doesn't catch my eye. So this stuff I'll just get in cheap lots like this, and I'll eventually get it all just doing that. Black Summer. It's kind of cool looking. Yeah, some stuff I just don't go out of my way. I'm not going to go and start paying $1 each for Malibu stuff. I'm just going to wait for it to find me. The Authority Revolution. That's kind of cool, actually. Does he do maybe just line work inside? Not his watercolor stuff. Oh, that's a cool looking cover. Really nice Northlanders. Supernatural. That is cool, too. That looks like a Dust in the Wind cover. That is cool. Is that? I don't know if that's the same. Yeah, I think it is. That is neat. Batman and Robin, another awesome Jim Lee issue. Oh, Silent Dragon, that looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Simon Dark 12, Booster Gold 0. That one looks a little dirty. Man, if they're dirty, I'll keep them for now if I don't have them. But usually I try to get rid of those. I don't want to keep the dirty stuff in my collection. Metalman 1, that's cool. I don't mind a little wear, but I just don't like stuff that's soiled with gunk. JSA Classified, that's cool looking. Electra Greg horn cover, undervalued, I think. I think it only goes for like $3 or $4. I feel like it should be like a $10 to $20 book. The Program Wildstorm, Gen 13 Wildstorm. Oh wait, Wildstorm I'm putting up here. Wonder Girl, but then my Wonder Woman box. 13, Checkmate. Vinyl Underground. More Vertigo stuff is fun. 42, Lord Havoc. Vigilante, that's cool. That's actually very cool. Modern Vigilante, modern-esque. To me, it feels modern, but it's probably from like the 2010s. If it's within the last 30 years, it just came out. 2005, yeah. That's just how my brain works. Doom Patrol 7. Adam Strange 4. Birds of Prey 91. Metalman 5, that's kind of neat. Blue Beetle 25. World of Warcraft number 5. That is really cool, actually. That might have a bit of value. Jim Lee cover, too. I feel like that might have a little bit of value. The Adam 19. The Adam 22. These covers are cool in that series. 12 Countdown. Vinyl, or Vina Manarama. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a cool explosion cover, but that's neat. Nice Michael Turner cover. Another Adam with this cool digital cover. The Batman's Grave number 1. That's a Ji-Hong Lee cover. That's really cool, actually. I love Ji-Hong Lee. I'll go put that in the favorite artist pile. Batman Superman 1. Put that in the Batman pile. Robin. Cool Robin cover. Marvel Legacy Spotlight. Batman Nightfall. Batman Superman. City of Bane. 4 Women Sam Keith comics. Oh yeah, that's really cool. I love Sam Keith stuff. Cerebus book. 21. Oh, nice, like kind of lower number Cerebus. That's cool. Oh, more Matt Howarth. Now that is cool. 41 and 42. I'm thrilled to get those because I think I was missing some of the higher numbers. So that's actually really, really, really neat. Whoa, how many did we get? No, I combined these, but I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would have paid $14 for that, no problem. A really nice Zatanna. I think this one has a bit of value. Zatanna 4. Like, it's got somewhere. It's only a mid-grade, but I think I might be able to get $5 out of that. That is really cool, actually. Oh, and another World of Warcraft. That's neat, too. That's really neat. I love the video game-related stuff. Testament. Supernatural. Oh, that's really cool, too. That might have a little bit of value. Superman. Wonder Woman. Nice Terry Dotson. Crossing Midnight. That's a cool-looking cover. Wildstorm Revelations. Oh, more World of Warcraft. I'm actually really happy with the Wildstorm stuff like that. The licensed stuff. Aquaman 50. That's a really cool cover. Midnight. Oh, I skipped one. Testament, number 16. Midnighter 11. Deathblow 7. Black Adam 2. Countdown presents The Search for Ray Palmer. Okay, and a couple more from this box. And this feels good. We actually got it pretty well sorted into the next step of sorting. American Spider, that is really neat. Oh, I like that. Final Underground and Wildstorm Revelations. That's cool. So I would say, let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 favorite artist books. I would have paid $20 for that in a heartbeat. Plus the Matt Howard, so $30. So I got like, if I paid $50, I got 60% of my value of things that I would have paid for the price I would have paid, like, and still felt like it was a steal. So like everything else, the other 290 books, I would have paid like at most $30, so less than 10 cents each, maybe $20. I forget if I paid 75 or if I paid 50. It's one of those two. So yeah, less than 10 cents a book is amazing on all this other stuff. And lots of other really cool, like kind of fun, maybe not super valuable, but fun to own books like that. Okay, let me clear this out and then we'll go through the last box. Actually, we have 2 boxes to go through. Okay, we have another box. This is another wholesale box with a lot of modern stuff. I believe I paid $75 for it. So it wasn't completely full. So let's say 220. Was that 30 cents a piece, something like that? I love buying boxes like this, even if it takes a while to sell, because the newer stuff maybe people aren't as interested in. But I'm interested in because I don't own any of it, and at like $5 a piece, it adds up real quick if I'm buying it. So we have Werewolf by Night #1. That is a really, really cool book to pick up for 30 cents. Immortal X-Men #4, the Awesome Mark Books card. Like, that's another really awesome book to pick up for that price. I think actually the front here might have been a couple things he just threw in to make it a little bit sweeter. The Deviant, cool looking like Christmas indie. Good Girls, a fanographic book. That's interesting. Biker Mice from Mars #1. I think I actually pulled out a few of these and I've sold at least $10 worth of those. Generations #1, a really cool Greg Horn cover. Love that one. That one's awesome. Red Sonja versus Toulouse Doom. I do like getting Red Sonjas and things like this for cheap. Nice McFarlane Spider-Man. These I'll buy all days long for cheap because that's very sellable. Spider-Man 67, that's sellable too. Invincible Universe A through K. I bet this actually has a little bit more value because the price of these have jumped since I bought this box like a year and a half ago, and prices of anything Invincible have really jumped. So that might actually pay for a huge chunk of the box. Paul #1, that is super cool. I like any tick related stuff, and that's a really neat looking book. Christmas Caroline, that looks cute. I guess that was like a freebie or something like that. Wonderland, the Girl with No Limbs, #43. Nice Xenoscope book. Looks like a fun horror. Oh, Mask Returns, that's cool. Really awesome Mask books. I like those a lot. Mask Returns #4 and #1. Those are neat. I forget the name of the series, but it's a fun variant for that. That is really cool. Oh, and a Jenny Friesen. Maybe a couple of these I might have pulled out a dollar bin because like these feel like really nice books, actually. I don't know if these were wholesale or not. These just look like really cool books. Angel, another, just really cool Virgin variant. Okay, Fantastic Four 296 with the anniversary border. Very collectible issue, has some value to it. Oh, I can put that there. Oh, Dark Horse Halo book. This is cool. I don't think I had that one when I sorted my Halo book. My Dark Horse book. So I'm really happy to get that. More Spider-Man. Spider-Man's always good. Aliens Hive. I've been selling Aliens pretty well in the shop. The ones I put out. So happy to see more. I might have that one already. So I'll sort those into the Dark Horse. But this is what I talk about. If I can get sorting quicker, now that all my Dark Horse is sorted, like I just fill up a box and sort it once every few weeks. Get stuff out faster. Spider-Man. And then because I'm getting stuff out faster, I kind of see what's selling. And then if I see Alien books are selling left and right, I will pick up every Alien book I can find for $1. Really cool Harlan Ellison book. I don't think I had those either when I sorted the Dark Horse. Those are really neat. Got a couple of those. Really happy with those. Oh, more. Yeah, Alien stuff is great. Oh, a really cool Zerdy Zatanna cover. Like, I love that cover. I feel like if I put that out for cover price, it would sell. That's an awesome, awesome book. Biker Mice from Mars. So I just kept the one. I did put out the duplicates, and they've sold mostly. I think I sold a half of what I put out. G.I. Joe 308. That's super awesome. Put that in my G.I. Joe pile. Oh, more Zatanna. That's a Ariel Diaz Zatanna. That's a gorgeous cover as well. I feel like I might have put the duplicates of that out as well. More Zatanna stuff. He must have been buying these to get the ratios and whatnot. Because I remember I got a lot from him and I pulled out a bunch of the duplicates already. Which have sold very well. Oh, those are all Dark Horse. Rachel Lynn, Catwoman 57. That is awesome. Absolutely love that. That's like a favorite artist. Arian Gonzalez, Nightwing. That is really awesome too. That's another favorite artist. This is going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, okay. A duplicate of the Ariel Diaz. I feel like that I could probably get $5 out of. Very, very good deal. Anything with a really awesome cover will sell just for the cover, basically. which I will pull out the duplicate to sell right away. Sell that right away. Okay, what's this? This is Flash Gordon, Mad Cave book. Been kind of enjoying Mad Cave stuff more lately. Another one of these Atanas. These are all brand new store stock or overstock. Okay, yeah, put that for sale. Oh yeah, there's a whole stack of that. Oh, a lot more of these. Okay, cool. These are going to sell really well for me, I think. I need to make like a little Zatanna section. All right, 3 Dick Tracy books with a really cool cover. Yeah, that's Mad Cave. I'm going to pull those out for grabbing the easy duplicates. Okay, so the rest of this box is going to be quick duplicates, I think. So a little stack of Godzilla Power Rangers. These, I'm pretty sure, would sell really well in my shop. $3-4 a piece. Same with that Power Ranger one. Epitaphs from the Abyss, number 2. That's cool. Really awesome Jenny Friesen creatures from the Black Lagoon. Like, I'm really happy with a lot of these modern books that I would have wanted to pick up new at the store. It would have been $5 for that. You know, I would have picked this one up if I saw it. $6 for that. So $11. You see where I'm going? Like, this adds up so quick. So I love buying at wholesale because I know, you know, I'm paying 30-40 cents a piece. So I'm getting all these really cool books for, you know, and some stuff like this maybe it's not as sellable, but I'm happy to pick it up. 3 of these. But some of them I definitely, if I saw them at the shop, I would have bought them. Falling in Love in the Path of Hell. That sounds interesting. Galactor, number 1, a Gatchaman comic. That's neat. Trying to pull out the ones I only have one of so I can put them in the indie boxes. A Sinister Sons, number 5. That looks interesting. Flash Gordon one, had more of those. Creature from the Black Lagoon. I feel like I need to make a little like modern horror section or just a horror section in general because I think horror would sell pretty well for me. So yeah, pull out some more to sell. More of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That is awesome. $5 cover price. I think I could get $3 or $4 out of that pretty easily. Oh yeah, I gotta make a little horror box. Definitely, because horror is something people are always looking for. And if I can get more like kind of bulk with horror in it, I'll get that. Let's see, a design variant for Wonder Woman and for Superman. Those are cool. Oh, the Lobos Zatanna. I love that cover. She looks so freaking cute. I saw that one. Keep that one. Beautiful. Put that favorites pile. More of these G.I. Joes. 3 of those. More epitaphs. More biker mice from Mars. Oh, I thought I pulled out all the duplicates. So there's a bunch more in here. Okay, that's great. These have sold really well for me for like $5 each. You know, I think I put out 5 or 6 in the store. I mean, it was a while ago, and I think I'm down to 1 or 2. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Wonder Woman. So I didn't sell out, but I sold enough to kind of, you know, if I sold 5 for $5 each, that's a third of the box already paid for. All by G.I. Joe. That's super cool. Oh, this one I didn't even look at. Another variant to Biker Mice from Mars, number 1. Oh, yeah. Those are really cool. And then number 2. Okay, I'm going to have a lot of value to pull out this box. Oh, and a bunch of the Zerdy ones. Oh, and a bunch of the Lobos ones. Oh, those are going to sell. Wow, this is really good modern stuff. Number 1, another variant. A whole bunch of those. So it looks like I have a stack of each variant. Oh, yeah, this is a gorgeous modern box. Like the horror stuff will sell for $2 or $3. The Zatannas will sell for me. I'm thrilled to add every single one of these to my collection because these are all amazing. Another stack of those. Yeah, I just took... Oh, yeah, these ones I might give to my friend James and have him just do some cool zombie covers or something. That is really, really, really dope. Cruel Universe, number 1, a fun sci-fi cover. Absolutely love that. Big stack of those. So yeah, I guess we're these modern day EC books, basically. Green Arrow design variant. Flash design variant. That's kind of cool. More of these, just a whole bunch of those. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I like having for sale. So I'm really happy with this, even if there's a lot of duplications. Cruel Universe. Blank variant, that's really neat too. I might have James do some cool like sci-fi stuff on there. Just something like generic in his style, basically. They kind of fit it. Cruel Universe. Nice spooky clown cover. Okay, that is awesome. Yeah, those are really cool. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling I'll sell these all day long for like $3 a piece. Because people like horror stuff. Feral Chapter 5, that's a cool, monster. Forgetting the name of the movie, but a really cool homage to the movie poster. That is really neat. There's a couple of those. 3 of those. Oh, more Zatanna, but this one is the Jenny Friesen one. Yeah, these I'm going to sell well. I think I'm going to put them out for cover. They're $6. I might do $5 each on these. Because I think these are very sellable at $5. Because people love Zatanna, and, I love Zatanna. So I don't even mind if they sit in the store for a year. If people don't buy them, they'll eventually buy them once it kind of like runs out everywhere. These are cool. Flash Gordon blanks. I could have them do like a cool Flash Gordon cover. Flash Gordon number 1. A couple more of those. Feral number 5. Like 4 or 5 of those. More of that issue. Let's go. I don't know how sellable Feral will be, but I think those are neat. And another stack of Feral. Okay, so I'll have to pull out all the duplications and just keep one of each for myself. I don't need to, or I don't feel the need to invest in these and hold on to them. Yeah, these covers are gorgeous, though. These are beautiful. Okay, I'll deal with this later, though. Okay, and then the last box we're going to go through today is in the basement, we have plenty more boxes to go through, but for today, I want to go through this box. I think this is a catch-all of stuff. I don't know if I showed you any of this. I feel like some stuff probably came from my friend Sean's. Other stuff is just like random handfuls I bought from people. Sometimes I just throw stuff in a box like this over time, and it just adds up because it's not enough for a single haul. And then I kind of forget who I got it from. So let's just see what's in here. Okay, we have one of these manga Eros books. I bet that one's actually worth quite a bit. These I think I got from either Jason or Sean. I forget. But we have some Virgin variants for Adventure Time. That is really, really neat. Prices of these are starting to go up. Some really awesome Black Hole issues. Fantagraphics books. Charles Burns, love his stuff. This stuff would have came from the Midtown Outlet, so I don't remember who I got it from. I'm guessing my friend Sean probably picked these all up for me. Adventure Time, Spawn issue. I did promise someone I would do a Spawn video. I'll do that probably next week because I just didn't have enough time today. But I need to sort through my Spawn, pull out duplicates, and just show you what I got. Really cute Adventure Time cover. Love that one. The Boys, number 8. Very cool. I haven't watched the new season yet. Is it good? The spin-off series, Naughty Bits, the spin-off series kind of made me lose interest. Blood Hunt calendar. That's a cool looking Marvel book. Oh, this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book. Like, I don't know who I got that from. I don't know if that was $1 or if that was a couple bucks. Spider-Man 2099, number 29. Nice higher number. Another Spawn book. That's cool. Lumberjanes Academy. I do like Lumberjanes. That's neat. Again, a little messy here. I'm not sure how I want to sort. Cool looking Scarlet Witch variant. Basket full of heads too. Marvel. I'll put this all in the indie box here. No, boom, DC. Okay. A little confused how I want to sort them. I'm just going to throw all the indies. Make it a little bit less confusing. Spawn 43. Really fun Merca and Dalfo cover. I'll put that in my favorite artist pile. Adventure Time Annual. That's awesome. Jerry Lewis book. That is very neat. I think I had that one already. Cool Gamora book. Not Gamora. Gamera. Is that how you say it? Another Spider-Man 2099. Nice higher number 1. Yuzuki Jimbo number 162. That's awesome. Spider-Man. Did I make a Spider-Man pile? Yeah. Dark Horse pile. I feel like I made a Dark Horse pile. Maybe not. Oh, on the side here. Okay. The Pro, is this like a different printing or a whole new story? That I'm not 100% sure with. But that's cool. Love Amanda Connor stuff. Amazing Spider-Man. A really cool Scotty Young Blade cover. Love that. Star Wars book. Star Wars. Marvel. Spider-Man. Okay. Like some of these I feel like probably came from my friend Sean because it looks like all the local shops he would have been shopping at. Doc Savage magazine #1. That was really cool. Oh, and a Spider-Man Comics Weekly 82. I want to get a lot more of these. They're just really hard to find for a good price. I see some people trying to get $20, $30, $40, $50 for the British Spider-Man comic. I want to get them for like $3 a piece. I just don't know if that's possible or not. That's kind of my mental note of what to pay for that. Some kind of little indie book. Sort of like homage to Secret Wars 4. Okay, that looks cool. Dead of Night. Interesting looking. Some weird looking underground book that looks really cool. I like stuff like that. Champions. This Bronze Age book. More Spawn. Spawn 18. It's stuff like this that makes me feel like this was just more of like a catch-all box. White Widow #2. Fun spot foil or whatever you call that. And where the title is foily. Batman 3 Jokers. Walking Dead book. Okay, that's really neat. Cable and Deadpool #5. #9. Space Arc. Apple comic. Planet Comics #3. Antarctic Press. Lady Death. What number is that? #2 of whatever series that is. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, live action. She-Hulk book. More She-Hulk. Nice Greg Horn She-Hulk. These are kind of neat. More Spawn, Spawn 94. Anything under 100, I'm pretty sure I have. A Jessica Jones variant. Beta Ray Bill, but the really awesome Daniel Warren Johnson series. Spawn 11. Another Walking Dead. Walking Dead 11. Spawn 28. Spawn 30. Captain America 4. One of the really bad lenticulars. I hate those. I love lenticulars. I just don't like the Marvel ones that came out a few years ago. They're terrible. Just done poorly. Spawn 49. Spawn 53. Black Panther trade paperback. That's kind of cool. Spawn 90. Batman versus Predator. Spawn 86. Most of these will probably be duplicates. I'm not sure how much I can get out of them. It's been a while since I priced Spawn. I'm guessing probably about $5 a piece. Maybe 3 to 5. Maybe a few or more than that. I just know interest in Spawn is much higher at 91. Jordy Burnett Solo. That's cute. I don't know if I have that one. I might look at that later. Spawn 54. Spawn 88. Spawn 56. So, yeah, these spawns just don't excite me as much because they're just so common. Spawn 24. So I just don't, find them. Oh, Spawn 104. That's a little bit more exciting. Anything above 100 starts getting exciting for me. Spawn 84. Batman. The Doom that came to Gotham. Is that Mike Mignola cover? I think so. Yeah, that looks really cool. Spawn 66. Spawn 39. Spider-Girl 72. Attack of the 50-Foot Spider-Girl. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I have these issues. Spider-Girl 5. Spider-Girl 65. Batman Batgirl. Amazing Spider-Man 30. Carnage cover. Batman Man-Bat Elseworld book. Spider-Girl 25. Oh, Star Wars 102. That's cool. I need a lot more Star Wars for my shop, so happy to see that. Spawn 79. This one looks a little stuck. Sticky bags 79. That's cool. This I got a triage because the bag itself is a little sticky. Avengers Spawn 69. There's actually quite a bit of Spawn in here. Greg Horn and Emma Frost #2. Undervalued book, I think. Some 12-cent books that I'm guessing my friend Sean got out of, for $1 or 50 cents. That's actually kind of neat. Some more War of the Finest. Spawn 20. Spawn 46. DC Pride 2023. Getting a little bit crowded here. Spawn 23. Die Ultimate X-Men. Oh, that's cool. It's like a German X-Men. That is really neat. Spawn 26. Spawn 22. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these came from my friend Sean. Feels like a very Sean random pile. I just don't remember how long ago I bought them or how much I paid. FaZe Clan. That looks like some kind of like YouTuber Batman comic. King Size Spider-Man 6. That is cool. That one I probably paid up for, or paid more for. And pretty decent shape too. That's a sweet book. Very sweet book. Oh, and a cool Golden Age Gangbusters. I'm really getting into collecting a lot more crime books from the 50s and 40s. Captain America 135 in really nice condition. All right, so this feels like a little stack that actually he needed some cash, so he's probably selling to me for a high price. Batman 153, really cool Batgirl cover. Love that. Oh, Star Spangled War Stories 131. That's an awesome issue. Absolutely love that. Green Lantern 41, a cool Star Sapphire cover. Love that. I want to complete that run. Iron Man 53. That's awesome. Another... They're so common. They're all over the place. El Beto 5. That is really neat. Iron Man 71. Org number 3. Beneath the Trees. Is that it? Oh, issue 5, I guess? Okay, that is really cool. Oh, that's the foil one that we had before. That was Beneath the Trees. That's what that was. Avengers 108 in pretty decent shape. Ooh, Lab 69. That is cool. Nice old Archie book. Amazing Spider-Man 33. Let's see. Miles Morales 32. Super Effers Forever. Number 2 and number 3. Those look fun. Neon Girl, another fun little super indie. Okay, that looks cool. Black Panther number 1. I need to do a big Black Panther sort, but I believe there's at least a long box of Black Panther I haven't gone through yet from the collection I bought from Sean. So we got to start doing those pretty soon too. Woman of Marvel 1, really awesome Maria Wolf cover. Love that. Creepy 21. That cover is creepy. That's a really cool, horror cover. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man. Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and the Sandman. Civil War 2. Amazing Spider-Man 52. This has a little bit of damage there. Not sure what happened. If something got in there. I don't know. It feels like something got under the cover and ripped it a little bit. Sarah Lone. Sumerian comic. That's a really beautiful comic. Oh, and the interior. Oh, gorgeous. Wow, that is a gorgeous comic. Wow. I love stuff like that. All right, I want to look into that more. I love finding cool indies like that. Nice old Tarzan book. Modern Classics Illustrated. $10 now. That's crazy. Does feel nicer, though. The old ones, when you hold them, they kind of feel gross sometimes. Tarzan, is that the same? So duplicate that. I'm going to pull out one to sell immediately. Probably get like a couple bucks out of it. Might be hard to sell. Agent 30, that looks like a weird comic, but awesome. I love weird comics. Luke Cage 14. Giant Batman 233. Love the Silver Age, Bronze Age Batman stuff. World's Finest 157. 147. Love Silver Age DC stuff. Marvel Tales 33. Virgin Variant to something. Not 100% sure what it is, but it looks cool. Like, I'm picturing the other covers to the series, but I forget the name. Marvel Secret Wars 11. My Love 24. Pretty sure I have that. That's an awesome issue, though. Thor 220 in decent shape. Avengers 51. Did he buy that for $1? I guess it has a little water damage right there, but that feels like a steal. Superman 279. Dark Days, The Forge. Oh, more Adventure Time. That is awesome. Love the Adventure Time stuff. Another creepy. These creepies are really cool. I feel like I want to complete that run. I want to see what's there. Oh, some 15-cent Archie stuff. What is that? 237 and 275. Love those. Oh, Black Hawk 2. That's cool. Probably have that one already. More Pep 277. Spawn 108. That is cool. That one I might need, actually. Spawn 52. Any of the ones above 100 I get a little excited for. Daredevil 238. What If 34. a sketch variant. That's cool. Gold Digger, Antarctic Press. I want to get more Antarctic Press, but I want to pay like dirt cheap for it. I want to find anything for under $1. ROM 22. Oh, I'm mixing DC. Okay. Femforce Super Babes. That sounds interesting. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Elseworlds Batman Dark Allegiance. That's really neat. Spawn 315. Anything above 300 is kind of common too, because that's when Spawn kind of revigorated. Spawn 82. Spawn 81. Spawn 53. That is a lot of Spawn though. Batman 441. That's cool. That's a good solid $3 or $4 book. Blackhawk 242. Cool cover. The Three Musketeers. That is neat. I don't think I have that one. DC Supergiant. Yusugi Yojimbo 161. I feel like that's a duplicate. 150. Love those though. Do love Yusugi Yojimbo. Oh, another Jason comic. You gotta point out every Jason comic and every Pop comic when you find it. At number 90. And Superboy starring the Legion of Superheroes 197. Okay. Really fun to get a lot of work done today and to sort through all these. I'm going to put these all away and I'll see you guys next week.